Hey guys, welcome to Table 10, our knitting podcast. We will be your host today. My name is Renee.
I'm Rachel, and this is episode 53.
Welcome to episode 53. We are two sisters from the Pittsburgh area that are enthusiastic about knitting, fiber, making yarn, maybe sewing, and we like to sit around our table on the internet once a week and invite you to join us, hang out, tell stories. Did I do it?
Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Rach?
Well, who knows? Because it feels like it's been a year since we've been sitting here.
It really does.
I'm almost a little bit nervous. I don't remember how to do this.
I've been away on a family vacation out of the country for the past week, and Rachel and I have not talked as much as we normally do.
You guys, for a while I was like, maybe she's just done with me. I don't know. I haven't heard from her. She'd be like, oh, I have to go play with the kids. And then like hours later, I'm like, are you still on the water slide? Where are you? I was in the middle of a story.
Hey, and then I would have like 5 minutes of like, my husband would take the kids to do an activity and I'd be like, great, I have 5 minutes and I can put my earbuds in and call Rachel because I have good service right now. The service was spotty. And I would call and then my husband
Someone
would be
would
like,
appear.
Activity was canceled, and my daughter would be like, give me that, show Auntie all of my tricks in the
Auntie,
pool.
do you want to see me swim? I'm like, I do. I do want to see you swim.
Yeah, Rachel, I have a short of the text messages that I got from Rachel. I clipped them all together, so I will finish
Does
that.
anyone want to see that crazy?
I'll finish it and post it so that you guys can all enjoy it too.
There's a lot of GIFs. I like to communicate in GIFs.
So do I. I like those. They make me chuckle.
Me too.
Uh-oh.
Technology difficulties. Stand by.
What have you been up to, Rach?
Well,
How's your week been?
lonely and productive.
Lonely and productive, okay.
Yeah, because so I live with my husband and my 2 kids. And so I talk to them all the time, but not necessarily on the phone. Typically, if I'm talking to someone on the phone, it's either you,
Right.
mom, or dad.
Same.
All 3 people were gone.
My parents were with us.
Y'all left. No cell phone signal. Terrible Wi-Fi. I'd pick up my phone sometimes. I'd be like, who am I going to talk to? No one. I guess I'll knit. I did slightly before Renee left, but I was going to surprise her when she got home, so I didn't tell her. But about maybe 4 or 5 days before she left, I watched a YouTube video. I watched, Renee knows this story already, but I watched Carmen and Jackie, and one of them was wearing this dress, and it was
Carmen
so pretty.
and Jackie of Knitting a Good Yarn.
Okay, Knitting a Good Yarn. On YouTube.
Yes.
And I think it was Carmen that was wearing the dress.
Okay.
I think it was Carmen. I don't know. One of
Carmen's
them were wearing
usually
a
on
dress.
this side of the screen.
Yeah, Carmen.
Yeah.
The tall one.
Okay.
She looks tall to me.
Okay.
She was wearing this dress, and every time she put a sweater on over the dress, she looked like she had just stepped out of Outlander, but
Okay.
in like a really cool way.
Okay.
And I was like, that is a good dress because it was cute. She just wore the dress. It was cute. And then she kept putting things on and they were like, it was all cute. And I was like, I want that dress. It was also really long and it looked like you could like put leggings or something on under it.
Yeah.
To stay warm or to not get sweaty or, for whatever. So she said where she got the dress from. I went to find the dress and I could either find dresses in the fabric print I liked or my size. But not both.
I hate that.
Apparently, everyone that's my size also likes the same color as me.
Okay.
So I was like, I can do it. I can make this dress. So I'm going to buy the fabric and I'm going to buy the pattern. And when Renee comes home, I'm going to bombard her. Let's go, lady.
Hey.
So that spiraled out of control so quickly because there was no one here to occupy me. So I was just like, more patterns and more fabric. I've not sewn anything. I hemmed a pair of pants. But I'm right into a fabric buying.
Hyperfixation.
A little bit.
I started, so for those of you who are new to the channel that hadn't heard our like origin story, I Rachel and I were both quilters.
Yeah.
And then I got into my head that I wanted an entirely handmade wardrobe, like high quality, very wearable staples.
Renee does
wardrobe.
not like man-made fabrics.
I don't.
And a couple years ago, it wasn't quite as easily accessible natural
Fibers.
Yeah. So
right.
she's just going to make them herself.
I don't like the way petroleum-based fibers make my skin feel. It makes me feel like clammy and sticky. So I was like, I can just make it. So I started sewing garments for myself and for my children. And then the weather started turning cooler, and I was trying to find sewn patterns that hit in a way of like, oh yeah, I want that in my closet. Yeah. And I couldn't. I was having a hard time with that. And that's when I called Rachel and said, hey, Rach, I think I'm going to have to learn to knit. Like, I think I'm going to have to knit.
She didn't even say that. She didn't say she was going to learn to do anything. She just said, I think I'm going to knit a sweater.
Yes.
I was like, Renee, you don't knit. She was like, doesn't feel necessary. And I'm going to admit that I was a hater for all of this.
She was.
She's like, do you want to knit or you want to sew a pair of pants? No.
Because do you know what's more fun than doing it by yourself? Doing it with your sister and then being able to like hyperfixate and say, look at this. This is so fun.
This was probably one of those things that I was like, I don't know. Leave me out of this hobby. I don't want to do it. I said that about the knitting too. I didn't want to do any of it.
Oh,
the
sewing
sewing
you're
or
talking
the
about the knitting.
Both.
Right.
I was not into this. I just wanted to wear my oversized t-shirts and my biker shorts. Leave me out of this hobby.
Ta-da! We did it, you guys.
Here I am.
Now I convinced her to knit. She kind of convinced herself to make garments, sewn garments, and we have an entire YouTube channel dedicated to the craft of knitting.
We do. We do. I don't know if I convinced myself, or I think I got influenced literally on YouTube.
Love it.
Because once I needed to find a dress pattern, YouTube's just an easier place to search because it's like done for you. People are talking about it. They're wearing it. It's all the research.
Yeah.
And then I can get, YouTube is a wild place. Once it knows what you're looking for, it's like, I got you. All hinterland dresses all day. It's all I'm gonna show you until you're obsessed with it and you think that you're the only person on earth who's never sewn a hinterland dress. You slacker. Go to the fabric store. We're lucky. We're really lucky that we have one.
Right.
It's not like super close, but it's in the city.
Garment fabric store.
Yes. And I did go there, and I walked in much like Renee and I walked into our first yarn shop, which was like, give me all the things. And she informed me that I am an experienced sewist.
You are.
Well, yes, but not in my mind. In my mind, I just sew rectangles with a 1/4-inch seam.
Okay.
That's the only thing I do.
But you already know how to cut fabric.
Right. And I have made bags. She was like, if you can make a bag and you can make a quilt, this is not different.
Right.
You just maybe have to curve, which probably with bag making. I'm sure I've turned.
Right. And you did the tape. Right?
What?
Like fabric tape. What's it called? You know,
the bias tape?
Yes.
Yes. Well, it's kind of like quilt binding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah.
It's like, I've never made a sweater. Yes, but you can knit and purl, so you can make a sweater.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of sewing tutorials on YouTube.
Yes.
Way more than knitting tutorials, I think. Like
I think so too.
They'll sew the whole pattern with you. Like the person that made the pattern, it's not even, you're not even giving away any secrets.
Right. You know how...
Because you still need the pattern. You got to cut the pieces out. So if you don't have the pattern, you can't cut the pieces out. So she'll just like explain how to do it. It's wonderful.
Yes.
I haven't done it. Because I have to thread the serger.
We could do that today.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But after that, I think I'm going to cook. You guys know that term? The kids use it. Can you tilt the table 10 sign just a little bit? It's glaring.
Oh, yeah. No, worse.
Better. Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so I've been hyper fixated and lonely. What have you been?
I've been
having the time of your life.
I have been having a great time. I drank a ton of champagne on this trip. We decided, I like a very good cocktail. And if it's not going to be a good cocktail, I would rather drink champagne.
Okay.
And I since I'm gluten-free, I can't drink most beers. Some alcohol I can't even drink, but champagne is gluten-free, so we drink a lot of champagne.
Okay.
Yeah, kids had a blast.
Good.
We
did.
did bowling, trampoline parking, obstacle coursing. My dad bowling was cracking me up. He was doing trick shots, like through his legs backwards. I got a spare doing that.
Did you?
I went like this and got 9 pins down.
Backwards?
And then did it again and got my spare.
Nice.
And I got 1 strike.
Okay.
I had to like fine tune it. Kids had fun. Dad doing it one time, he was like, "Ooh, watch this, guys," and he did it behind his back, gutter ball. He's like, "Okay, I got it again," straight into the gutter. And he woke up the next day and he's like, "Mom goes, your dad's back hurts and he doesn't know why." And I was like, "Maybe all of your bowling trick shots, Dad."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was really cool. We had a direct flight, which is nice when traveling with children. Lines weren't terrible for our airline.
Like security lines?
Yeah. And like to check our bags. That was fine. But they were early travel mornings for the kids. We had to wake them up going both directions. But there is a story that I wanted to tell Rachel.
She has been so paranoid. She was like, "Don't talk to Dad. Dad's going to ruin it. If he starts telling you a story, you have to hang up." He has not told me a story.
Because I said, "Don't tell Rachel. I want to tell her on camera." We've probably built it up so big now that, yes, we have.
Okay, I'll pretend it's funny no matter what.
It is funny.
Okay.
But I just told it I just came from like a school orientation thing for one of my kids. And I told it to a friend there and her response was, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." So maybe not everyone has our sense of humor.
They don't. They don't. Because a lot of people don't think that outline of me on the floor is funny. If I'm trying to explain my sense of humor to people, that's what I'll do. I'll say, "Once upon a time, I fell at work and I broke 2 of my limbs and ended up in the ICU, and my coworkers made a chalk outline with painter's tape." And they go, I'm like, "See? Or it's funny."
I think it's funny.
I do too.
Okay, so we have to be able to laugh at ourselves.
Right.
Okay, so on our last day of vacation, we stayed up late because that was my son's actual birthday. So we put the kids to bed. The morning that we woke up to fly home, that was his birthday. Yeah. So we got the kids to bed. We got as packed as we could be, my husband and myself. We have 2 rooms, but they connect. And then once we knew the kids were asleep, we snuck into his room, which is like, what's it called? It's like a tradition of ours. Snuck into his room and put up all of his birthday decorations. Oh. Happy birthday, balloons. So we were up late the night before. And then, I think we woke up at it was early. It was really early. 5.
Okay.
5, 6. It doesn't matter. It was early. We had to wake up the kids. Yeah. And get to the airport. It's like an hour and a bit of a drive. Get checked in, eat breakfast. Breakfast at that point for us was, I had hibachi, teppanyaki, vegetables.
Is that what they're serving at that time of the day?
And rice.
Okay.
Because my son really wanted sushi.
And so it's open at 6 in the morning?
I don't know what time it was by the time we got there.
But it's the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. That was breakfast for all of us.
Okay.
So, but the kids had some baked goods in the car ride to the airport.
Okay.
So, go get on the flight. Now we're all we made it, right? The push is over. Plane. We're on the plane. Okay. We can relax. So, my daughter's happy. My son's happy. Those are the ones that we have to stay awake for. As long as they're happy and 1 adult or 2 adults is awake, the other ones can try to shut their eyes.
Okay.
So, it was in the row that I was in, at this point in the story, it was my mom, me, and my dad. It had been my daughter, but she wanted to go sit where the candy was being...
Your husband got the shaft.
He wanted them.
Both?
Yes. Yes. Listen, So on the vacation, my mom said, Renee, do you know how lucky you are? I said, what do you mean? She said, most men aren't like that. I said, Mom, I would not be married if he was not like that.
Right.
I only married him because he is exceptional.
But he is extra. He is as extra as Renee is, just about taking care of people.
Yes. One of his love language is acts of service. Like, what day was it?
Yesterday. Tell him the chicken salad story.
Rachel and I were talking about something. And
Renee said, would you have ever thought that I would be the calmer parent? Like, I'm the one that loses my temper the least. Like, I'm usually the last one that's like at their wit's end. I was like, Renee, your husband curates the most perfect environment for you. And as soon as I said that, we were sitting on our deck.
I was eating a salad.
The deck door opened, and here comes her husband, a cast iron skillet and grilled chicken. He's like, would you like some chicken?
Your chicken for your salad's ready.
Look. That's why you have so much patience. He lets you sleep in. He brings you coffee. He cooks your food. He takes the kid. 2 kids and 1 adult while the other 3 of you goofballs are on the other side of the plane.
Mm-hmm. So my mom said when we were at the pool, do you know how lucky you are? And Noah couldn't hear us. He was way far away. And then he comes up at some point and he's like, you guys, you should relax all week. I love this. I'm having so much fun. Get as much relaxation as you have, like, as you can. I got the kids. Because, yeah, he works a full-time job.
So he doesn't get to spend that much time with them.
And when he spends time with them, it's usually dinner time, bath time. He doesn't get, like,
The
a lot of
playtime.
free play.
Yeah.
He was like, this is awesome.
Is that early in the week?
What?
Was that early in the week?
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. So we are on the flight home and I'm like on my dad. And meanwhile, I'm holding my daughter's sweatshirt, her first stuffed animal, her second stuffed animal, all these stuffed animals that she's collected because that is her thing. She wants, where's Snowball? She wants her stuffies. So now I have her stuffies because she's eating candy. And my dad's like, just put your head down in my lap. So we put all the stuffies on top of Dad's lap, and I'm like, sleeping. Like this. Give me your lap. Here's me.
Here's a lap. What? Oh, you want my actual
I'm
lap?
like this. I'm sleeping. Okay, sleeping. So now I've slept sideways, but my legs are still straight for so long. Now I wake up. I don't know how much time has passed. I wake up and I'm like, oh, my foot's asleep. And my secret, when I have a sleeping finger, arm, when it's asleep, if you don't move it while it's refilling with blood, it hurts less. It tingles less. Just don't try to move it. Huh. So I'm sitting there, but I'm like, I'm still tired. So I have like my head rested on the seat back, letting my numb leg. Okay, here I am. All of a sudden, I feel so nauseous. I'm going to throw up. I start digging in the back of the seat.
For the little paper bag?
Meanwhile, I have rice, chicken, vegetables, and black coffee and water. That's what's in my body. Like, there's no alcohol. There's no...
Okay.
Why do I feel nauseous? So I'm like, oh, my seat back pocket, mom's seat back pocket, dad's seat back pocket. No puke bags.
Did you throw it in Dad's lap?
I tapped him. I'm like, get up. He gets up. Meanwhile...
Is your leg still numb?
My leg's a little numb and my shoes are untied. But there's no time for that. I gotta go. So we're like mid-plane and the closest bathroom is at the back of the plane. So I make my way. One person gets up in front of me and goes in the bathroom. I stop right at the back of the plane. And in the back of the plane are the flight attendants and all of their service stuff.
Were they back there?
And the bathrooms, yes. And she said, wait. So I was like, oh.
Did you say, I don't feel good?
I couldn't talk. It was like, I'm hot, I'm cold, my mouth is watering, you know?
What's happening?
I know, what's happening? So I sit down on the armrest of an empty seat. Like, okay, so I'm facing the back of the plane, back row. I sit, like, just rest. And the flight attendant goes, do you know your shoes are untied? And I was like, lady, least of my problems.
Did you throw up on her?
Then I wake up facing upwards, and there's people on top of me.
You passed out! I thought you were dreaming.
No! I wake up. Here I am.
Oh
And there's a woman with a stethoscope, and there's a blood pressure.
You were the
thing on my
medical
arm.
emergency.
Rachel, I was like, and they're like, do you know where you are? I was like, I'm on an airplane. And my eyes open and I go, did I pass out?
Yes. Shout out to the flight crew. Raven, Howie, and Roseanne. They were awesome. But they were like, I heard them be like, we need the oxygen, da 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 da. And apparently, I'd been passed out so long that they asked for a nurse or a doctor on the plane, and that's the person that had a stethoscope for me.
Yeah.
And they're like, her blood pressure's really low. We need oxygen. She's really warm. And I was like, what? How long have I been passed out for? And she was like, 30 seconds, a minute. She said, but
Is that a long time?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. I said, she goes, but your eyes were open. I was like, oh, they were? And she's like, yeah, they were just kind of rolling around. And imagine. So my feet are sticking out in the aisle. I am now covering 3 seats, and she informs me that I passed out on another person. She said, that lady was a screamer. Help! Help! And she goes, I didn't want you.
Mom and Dad do?
They didn't even know. She said, I didn't want you waking up with that lady screaming in your face. We had to get her out of there. This was Raven, the flight attendant. She was so funny. So she said to the woman, can you crawl over the seat? And the woman's like, I can't crawl over the seat. Meanwhile, I'm like, Rachel. And I was still like coming to, and I was like, my sister's never going to believe this. I can't wait to tell my sister.
I am going to believe it. This is a normal occurrence, unfortunately.
So they're like, you're really hot. Can we take your sweatshirt off? Do you have an undershirt? Yeah. So they take that off of me, and they're like, get her some ice. She needs some ice. So they have ice here. Raven was really concerned about my eye. She said, you hit your eye going down, like your orbital bone.
Oh.
And it is I do
is
have
it?
a mark there.
Yeah.
And so here I am like this. So I don't know how many minutes have passed, maybe 15. And finally I was like, because you know after you pass out, you're not
I know.
right.
No, yeah.
And they're like, you need to drink orange juice, but you can't sit up yet.
Oh my gosh, you're lucky Dad wasn't there. That orange juice would have just been on your face.
So I said, hey, I doubt my husband and Dad know. Now, a little sidebar, but as we were leaving the country, I was like, guys, I really got to go number 2. I didn't, there's no time.
Did you poop your pants when you passed out?
No.
Okay.
They thought I was pooping. That's why they're like, oh, she's been gone 15 or 20 minutes. Leave her alone. She's cooking back there.
What did they think when they announced for a medical personnel?
They said they did it really quietly. They must have done it by voice on the plane.
Not well if most of the people...
Everyone has headphones on. Dad doesn't, but Dad's probably sleeping.
Dad's not paying attention.
Mom had her headphones on. Noah had his headphones on. The kids were eating candy. And they said, we knew something was going on.
You're losing consciousness.
We knew something was going on, but we didn't know it was you.
They were probably like, can't wait till Renee comes back and tells us what happened. But she's getting all the scoop back there.
So they're like, hey, is it possible for you to just get your feet out of the aisle so that we don't have like another event? So then I like get my feet up, but I'm still laying 3 seats across. And Raven is like, I was really concerned that you were going to fall onto the floor. Like we needed that lady out so that I could hold you up on the seat and you wouldn't fall like down.
Oh, you were on a seat. In my mind, you were in the aisle on a floor.
No.
Oh, that's not bad.
I passed out backwards on a lady that was sitting in that last row. So now I'm going across 3 seats.
Okay.
But my feet are in the aisle.
Got it.
And she was trying to keep me from falling on the floor in between the back seat and the second to back seat.
Renee, someone out there is horrified.
Well, probably a flight attendant that's watching this.
Yeah.
And, you know, like in hindsight, you're like, oh, I should have told someone or asked for help. But
I know, you should have looked at that
I should
flight
have
attendant
known.
and said, I don't feel good.
Right. I said, I thought I was going to throw up. That's why I was
That
hauling
is
back
what
here.
happens right before you pass out.
I know, but I was also half asleep or mostly asleep. And I think because I sat up, so I was at a horizontal position, and all of a sudden, I think the blood started going to that leg, and the rest of my body was like, "Oh, I don't like this." Can you believe that?
Unfortunately, I can.
They had to do an incident report on me, and they're like,
they were probably they're diverting.
Well, she said he needs to know. He needs to know, and I think he
is the captain.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then, way to cause a commotion.
I know. So then, because they didn't know what was wrong with me, am I having a seizure? Am I just a person that passes out? Am I having a heart attack? Who knows? And I said, hey, I don't think my husband or dad know that something happened to me. Could somebody go tell them? And they're like, yes, what row were you in? I'm in this row.
You're traveling with terrible people for calmness.
What seat? I'm in all of this row. Seats. Yeah, just go get a guy. I'm like, excuse me, are you traveling with Renee? Uh-huh.
Who'd she go to?
Dad and Noah.
Both?
Yes. They both pop up over the seat, and they're like, what happened? Me with my ice. I passed out. And the flight attendant's like, you don't look good. That's not the right color. You're not the right color. Is she the right color? Raven was so funny. And they're like, are you okay? I was like, I hit my eye and I think I'm okay, but I can't sit up because I was like almost shaky.
Yeah. That's so weird because you ate.
I know. But like last episode or the episode before that, I told you guys that I'm not a person that can just get up and go.
Yeah.
I can't go from
a slow start.
Yeah, because I will literally, when I say like my limbs will feel weird, and I think that's the beginning of keep going, you're going to pass out.
Yeah, and you were
and really I have naturally low blood pressure.
So do I.
And that...
Right, it doesn't give you a lot of leeway. Oh, I know.
God, can you believe that? And actually, my eyes opened, and I was like, I'm a bit relieved that it was pass out and not throw up.
Ooh, throwing up in a laboratory sounds terrible.
I am relieved that person cut in front of me, because could you imagine me passing out in a bathroom up an airplane?
You're like, boom, boom, boom,
I would have had to bleach my skin. Forever unclean.
You would have like plinkoed around in there. There's no space.
They were so nice. They were so nice to me. So they did the whole report. They said, do you need a wheelchair? I could tell that the like head flight attendant came in at some point with the forms, and they're like, pilot needs the forms. And she's like, I can't, the forms aren't ready yet. Because if they had to fill out like, did you administer oxygen? Oh. Did they, like, yes, they undid this and opened it, but they never put it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
She said, do you need a wheelchair? And I was like, I don't want a wheelchair. If you want me to be in a wheelchair.
Why?
If you want me to be in a wheelchair, I'll use a wheelchair. But I really don't think, because we still have like an hour and a bit of this flight left, I really don't think by that time I'll need a wheelchair. Okay, listen. Okay, so I get back to my seat, and my daughter had 1,000 questions.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Now, I also get motion sick, and so does my son. So we're coming in for landing, and it was like, all the turbulence. And I looked at my mom, and I was like, okay, I'm supposed to tell someone I'm not feeling good again, but I do think it's the motion this time. And she was like,
they give you a puke bag.
She was like, get her a wheelchair.
Like, I don't... She's like, I'm not messing around with you.
Maybe. And then by the time we landed, I felt okay again. I said, Dad, I don't need it. I don't need the wheelchair.
Just, if they're free.
I know.
Just let them wheel you around.
It was me. I was the... Okay, but shout out to Allegiant Air, the flight crew. I think they're based in Pittsburgh. And also, hello to Howie's mom if you are watching our channel, because my husband came back and he was like...
After you passed out, you were pitching your YouTube channel?
My husband, because there wasn't much to talk about as I like returned to full consciousness. He said, oh my gosh, they talk about this kind of stuff on the internet. They have a knitting YouTube channel. And he was like, my mom's a new knitter. What's the name of it? I'm going to tell her. So... Hello.
Hey, Howie's mom.
Your son took really good care of me. So thank you for raising a good one.
Renee, that's funny.
Rachel. Could you imagine? Hey,
yes.
Do you know your shoes are untied? Least of my problems, lady. Watch this.
this.
And, you know, in those seats, there's not a lot of room.
Yeah.
So to get 3 people, they were like really up in my business on my arms with the like.
With the poor woman that you passed out.
I know, a whole human just falling out of the aisle at her. Help! Help! And I was, who knows what I even look like.
With your eyes open, rolling around.
I know. And they probably didn't know who was waking up. Like, are we going to deal with a drunk person? Are we going to deal?
Punch me in the face.
Right. I was just like, did I pass out? Help! Help! Oh, and then Raven looked to the lady, and because she was now 1 row in front of me and over there, they like relocated her because I was in her seat. And the lady's like, "Honey, are you okay? You really gave me a scare." I said, "I am okay." Raven comes. Raven's the flight attendant that was like taking care of me the most. She said to the woman, "I can't believe you couldn't crawl over those seats," because she wanted her to climb over. She was like razzing everyone.
That's hilarious.
Can't take me anywhere, you
my
guys.
gosh, Renee.
That, yeah.
I can't believe you didn't. Listen, if I thought I had a puke and someone stood up ahead of me, I would have said, "Sir, I'm going to throw up on you." And then when I got to the back, I would have said, "I'm going to throw up."
I was afraid to open my mouth because it was so overwhelming and so like all of that.
No,
you know
you
how
need to
wet your mouth gets?
Tell someone.
Oh, I couldn't. I was probably halfway passed out on my way there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your
Like,
ears didn't do that
ugh.
thing? That weird blood rushing noise?
I think I was past that. Really.
That usually happens as like the tunnel vision comes in for me.
That usually happens before nausea for me. Mm-hmm. But because nausea happened, I was confused. Like, I honestly thought I was motion sick. And I thought, that's weird. Do you get motion sick when you're asleep?
I have no idea.
I don't
I'm
know
not a very
either.
motion sick person.
But to my husband was like, you have to tell someone.
Yes.
I know. He's like, I could have walked up that aisle behind you. And I was like, babe,
Also, what did Mom and Dad think you were getting up to do?
I didn't. I just tapped him and said, maybe. So
wait, you're telling me that you woke up,
Yes.
started frantically checking seat back pockets.
I woke up and like within a minute or two started checking seat back pockets.
and then tapped them and split. And they were just like, that felt normal.
yeah. He may have been asleep too when I was checking for things.
Maybe.
Okay, so then we're home. The house is asleep. And I wake up at like 2:30 in the morning. Did you
pass out again?
This is the first night that we're home. But we haven't had extensive amounts of groceries delivered yet because we got home late.
Right. I had to deliver you milk.
Yes, and we had food delivered for the family that
Right.
night, and we were getting groceries the next day.
Okay.
So I wake up at 2:30, and I was like, I'm hungry. My body's not going to have a good time until I go get food.
Okay.
But I'm in a bedroom by myself. All of the other bedrooms have sleeping people in them, and now I'm paranoid. I'm like, I really want to go get food, and I think I need food, but... So it took me like an hour to go from this to this.
Oh, you're afraid to sit up too
to
fast?
that. Yes.
Well, at least we've learned a lesson.
That's right. I don't know how long that lesson will stick for, but also my husband the next morning when I was like, oh my gosh, you should have seen how long it took me to get a snack. He was like, you are supposed to tell someone. Just come get me. I'll get you a banana.
Okay. Why don't you just put food? You used to have food in your
I usually
nightstand.
do.
But you weren't home.
Right. We were out of town. Rachel, can you believe that?
No.
I was the
but
medical
no.
emergency
Yeah.
on a plane.
They happen often.
She said, Raven said, I said, I thought I was coming back here to throw up. And she said, my feet have been thrown up on 3 times standing right there.
Yeah.
Like that happens often.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I thought I was going to be one of them until I gave you a different surprise. And I was thinking to myself, wow, we haven't had really any misadventures. This has been so smooth going.
That was it. That was it. Yeah.
I was like, I don't even think I have a funny story for Rachel. Okay. But I made it and I'm safe and I think I am okay. Meaning like,
Is your eye
I still
okay?
have, it's tender, but
Yeah.
thank God I didn't hit my eyeball.
Yeah.
So I think that was lucky.
I passed out once. at a work function wearing high heel shoes. I was very young back when I did that. And when I wore high heel shoes.
Heels.
I still work.
Well, I was trying to
I don't
figure
go to
out
work
what
functions
you were like.
anymore. I was with my roommate at the time, who was like standing next to me. We were standing next to each other, and I didn't feel good, and I didn't say anything because it was a work function. I thought I could just like go outside and breathe fresh air and be like, that's how I know, like, you have to like loudly announce when you don't feel good. So I passed out on the cement, and when I passed out, my stiletto heel jabbed him in the leg.
Jabbed who?
My roommate.
Oh.
So he had like
2
a
injuries.
puncture wound. And I had like a little goose egg on the back of my head. And like when we got home later that night, I was like, man, my head hurts. Do you think it's going to be okay? And he was like, I'll make you a deal. If your head still hurts when my leg quits bleeding, we'll go to the doctor. You're like a mess.
Wait, what? When we met, not met, but we were hanging out with a group in New York recently when Rachel and I went to Vogue. And Rachel said to Toshi that you have...
I say, I'm not super good at staying conscious.
And Toshi was like, that is a wild statement.
It's true, though. I'm not very good at it.
Right. But I think it's the low blood pressure and the vasovagal
Just yesterday,
thing.
I was at your house and I stood up and I had to lean against a pole and your husband was like, oh, you too.
Well,
I was like, I'll be okay in 1 minute.
Well, I almost said, hell yeah, blah, blah. I almost said it then. I forgot. Hey, so Rachel comes over. She's at my Rachel is at my house as soon as we pull in from the airport.
That was my instruction.
Yes. And
because it's Renee's son's birthday and he wanted to see my kids.
yes.
So we're going to have a party.
So I told my mom, I thought I told everyone, but I told mom apparently only because that's who was sitting in the seat then next to me after my daughter wanted to come back because she was worried. Because, you know, traveling with kids, it's like musical seats the whole flight. My dad was like, did you tell Rachel? I was like, shh, we're not telling her. Don't talk to him until we record. Anyways. Hey, what you wearing today?
Oh, I'm wearing a finished object. Look at
Rachel, it looks
nice?
so nice.
Isn't it nice?
And it looks so wearable. Like so
I know.
comfortable.
It looks like I knit a t-shirt.
Yes. I love that.
And feel it. I
know,
actually want you
know.
to put it on after we were done recording.
I love that.
Because I was like, you're going to like it. Because, okay, this is my Nebula. Let's start there.
Yes.
I'll stand up. I wore red pants so you could see how the hem fits. I don't know that this is an outfit I would wear out. Red and gray is kind of extreme for me.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. The pattern is by Andrea Mowry. I went off script a little bit in that I knit this with no fuzz.
Right.
So she knits it 2 ways. Like the samples are knit in 2 ways, but they're both include like a silk alpaca fuzz. And I don't know why. I just didn't want that. I wanted to knit a gray t-shirty sweater, and I couldn't find one in the shape I wanted. And then I was like, actually, the Nebula is the shape I want.
Right.
I'll hack it a little bit. And what you have to do if you don't want to use the fuzz is you have to increase your needle size.
Okay.
Because the needle size that she's using takes into account the fact that alpaca silk doesn't stretch.
Yeah.
So you can't knit it as tightly.
Okay.
So
you increase the gauge of your stitches? Or
the gauge of your stitches stay the same.
Okay.
But you need a bigger needle to get that
there.
gauge.
Okay.
Because you don't have all those fuzzes.
Right.
Knitting. Okay.
Right.
So this is 2 strands of 29 Bridges non-superwash sock. It's 100% non-superwash merino.
Yep.
And the reason that I did the 2 strands of fingering as opposed to 1 strand of DK is because in hand-dyed yarn, you don't have to alternate your skeins that way. Because like the 2 strands are kind of like alternating it for you. So it's like a little hack.
It looks great, Rachel.
Thank you. This is the color Carbon.
Yep.
When I did the short rows, because this high-low hem, you do short rows, I omitted the last 2.
Because it's a bottom-up pattern.
It's bottom up. But I didn't, excuse me, I did not want the difference between the front and the back hem to be as extreme as she knits it, because I needed to knit it longer for my torso and I didn't want that back length getting that long.
Yeah.
So I omitted 2 short rows and that went well. And then I knit the body 1.5 inches longer than the
Pattern calls for.
than the measurement that she tells you. I think she tells you to knit 9 inches and I knit 10.5.
Okay.
And then everything else I did to pattern.
Okay.
So this is a size 4 and it's on gauge, and it is, you have more ease up here in the bust than you do at the hips because there's some body shaping you increase.
Okay.
So it actually, it has a ton of ease, but it still looks nice. It doesn't look sloppy and oversized because of that.
Yeah.
But also, if you're choosing a size, pay attention. She has a very good schematic. Pay attention to the hip circumference and the bust circumference. Because if you're trying to make it not as much ease, but you got hips, because I do, you want to make sure you still have enough ease down at your hips.
That you want. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this.
I love it too.
I love it.
Really.
I like the color. I love the yarn. I love the pattern. I love it so much I immediately cast on another one. I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'm super happy with this. It's like a crew neck. You know, you do some shaping up here to make this like nice. It's not straight across. There's our co-star.
There she is. Not overly ripe this time.
No. So this is knit on a size 9. Size 9 needle, size 7 for the ribbing. I think that's everything.
Okay.
Short sleeves. This is my Springcentrick.
Is this, did you knit some for the sleeves?
No, you just, what she has you do is when you knit it bottom up, and when it's time to separate for the front and the back, she has you cast on some stitches to make a little angle right here. Mm-hmm. And then, so you're really knitting the sleeve and the body.
Cool.
And then you just do a little mattress stitch and put the ribbing on.
Okay.
So it does look like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have a little bit, this yarn is very dark and it's hard to see, but you have a little bit of a sleeve here, but it's knit in the body.
Right.
You don't knit it.
And just that.
So when you pick up the
stockinette
stitches,
part.
all you're doing is the ribbing.
And after you mattress stitch the stockinette part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you like mattress stitch it. And I mattress stitch it with the tail so that I can just keep,
Yeah.
like do you know what I mean? I mattress stitch it a little bit backwards, I guess, so that I don't have to break the yarn. But yeah, I loved this pattern. Before knitting this, would tell you that I don't like
Bottom up.
and I don't really like knitting drop shoulder because it's so much flat knitting. It's like half the sweater is flat knitting. I really did not mind it.
Okay.
I didn't mind it at all.
That's
and it
awesome.
really, so you do the ribbing first because you start at the hem. So you do the hem ribbing. That's fun. Like in my brain, as for like not monotonous. That's not monotonous. And then you're doing short rows. That's not monotonous. And then you're doing the body shaping. And then you're really only knitting straight stockinette where you don't have to like concentrate. This might be a negative for some people, but not for me. Straight stockinette where you don't have to concentrate, not a whole lot. Just between the body shaping and the split. And then you're going back and forth. And then you're doing all this fun stuff up here again. So like, it's like a basic enough sweater to take around and knit while you're talking to people, but you're never just like inches and inches and inches of stockinette.
Cool.
Because sometimes that wears on me.
You're selling me on this.
Wait till you put it on. Okay. I even think you're going to like this size. Because this is, if I were between two sizes, this is the smaller one. And I think this would be the bigger one for you.
Okay.
I think you're going to like it.
Okay.
I'm excited. Did I say the yarn?
Yes.
29 Bridges non-superwash sock.
Yep.
So nice. Love.
I love that.
Love.
Really. It fits you really well too.
It's like my style. I'm very comfortable in it.
Yeah.
And I was doing laundry today. And I've like busted laundry hampers. Like probably everyone does, right? Because you like carry them against your hip. They crack. The handles pop off. But like the functional part is still working. And no one wants to replace that. So you just keep using the busted hampers. I was doing laundry and my busted hamper was on the bottom and I had a new hamper like stacked inside it, but they were the same hamper, but the busted one was on the bottom.
Aren't you always so annoyed with yourself when they're stacked and you're like, yay, so empty, but then dirty laundry starts
That's exactly what happened. And I needed...
That happens at my house all the time.
I needed to separate them so that I could get the clean clothes into the empty one so that I could do all the steps. So I'm like... I'm like...
Right.
Like wailing on these baskets
together.
Plus,
now
the one that's on the bottom is the busted one, so it's like not the right shape. I go there and it gets stuck. The busted hamper hooks on the sweater, but my hands are full with the full sweater. Renee, look, nowhere. You can't even tell.
Oh my gosh.
I was just the hamper hanging off my brand new sweater.
Oh no.
It was
awful.
Terrifying.
Right.
But then it didn't even snag.
Oh, look, love that.
No snags. It's perfect.
Rachel, it's so pretty.
Isn't it nice?
Really. And it
so
looks
happy
like
with it.
if somebody was wearing that, I'd be like, that looks so comfortable.
I wore this to the end of season hockey banquet.
Okay.
As I was knitting, someone was like, oh, what are you knitting? I said, oh, I'm going to knit a sweater. And they were like, oh, what sweater are you knitting? I'm like, the exact same one I'm wearing. Knitting it again. They were like, wait, you made the sweater you're wearing? I was like, yes, I made it.
That's so cool.
I know, I love it.
I love it too.
Uh-huh.
I was knitting at
it is a little bit of an ego boost when they don't believe you.
I know. I was knitting at the orientation thing we were at today, and one of my friend's daughters was there, and she was like, that's so cool. Can I move beside you and watch? And I said, yeah. She said, what are you making? So I showed her, and I showed her a picture of what it'll look like. She said, did you make the thing you're wearing? I said, I did. She goes, you did?
Aww.
I know.
I love hype
It's
girl.
so cool.
It is cool. Yeah, so
That's
I'm going to wear this
Springcentric.
at Yarncentric.
Yay!
I'm excited. And I'm going to knit whatever. No, I'm going to sew whatever I wear on the bottom.
Fun.
I don't know what that's going to be yet,
I'm in.
but I'm handmade. Not the shoes, but the rest of me is going to be handmade. You all right?
Yeah, excuse me.
Announce it if you're not.
I was feeling not great, but then I just think
Did
it was
the
my
banana
blood
help?
sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have people stressed out about you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That head flight attendant was stressed. She was like, when's the last time you passed out? And I was like, maybe like 4 months ago.
No, I think it was... the hallway was not 4 months ago.
It wasn't.
No.
Okay.
I think it was in
I don't
2026.
I'm a little time blind. Yeah, I was laying back. Did I say this on the channel? My husband and I were laying in bed at the end of the night, and he got up, and I thought he was like going to the bathroom or something. And he's like, I'm going to go to bed. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to come kiss you goodnight, and I have to change laundry. So usually he comes to me and kisses me goodnight, and I can just stay laying. But I had clothes in the washer. I want to go to the dryer. And so I popped out of bed really quickly, met him at like around the bed, was hugging and kissing him. And he's like, Renee, what are you doing? Renee. And I was like, oh, what just happened? And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I think I just passed out. And he's like, so he sets me down on the floor. Now we're both laying on the floor because he's like down there talking to me. And he said, you will do anything to get out of laundry. So then we were both just like giggling on the floor. And he couldn't go to bed because he nor I were willing to let me be unsupervised.
Right.
He was like, I'm going to go to the
Now I'm
bathroom with
stressed.
you and I'm going to brush your teeth. Like, not brush your teeth, but stand by you while you brush your
Yeah.
teeth, because that one really worried me because I didn't even feel it. I
Yeah.
didn't get the wom, wom, wom. I was just like, ah. But like, luckily he
Yeah.
caught me, but he was like, he thought I was being weird. And I was being weird,
Like
but I
the
was
time
also
of-
having a medical
Like the
event.
time we had to give the cat the medicine. I think you have told that story because I think we told the cat medicine story.
Did we
Rachel,
tell
hold
that
the
story?
cat! Rachel, hold the cat!
Hey, okay, so is it genetic? Do we have any medical professionals out there? Because...
No one's going to diagnose us on YouTube.
No. Do we get it from our mom? Because our mom, when I sat down and I told her what happened, she goes, that same thing happened to me on the altar at
Yeah.
her wedding.
She blamed it on the smells.
She thought she was going to throw up. She said, I was even looking at the little sink behind the altar. Like, that's where I could throw up. She's like, and then all of a sudden I just woke up and I had passed out.
She blamed it on the incense.
Yes. The strong smell.
Yeah.
I probably get that from her too. The dislike of strong smells. But
Do you think that's...
I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. I
don't need medical advice. I was just being curious. Okay. What are we talking about?
What are you wearing?
I am wearing my outline tee. This is a pattern by Jessie Maed Designs. I knit it in a size 2 out of Magpie Fibers, Equinox Sport. The colorway is called In the Navy. This is a linen and silk blend.
Yeah.
65% silk, 35% linen. This is the one that was in our Frogger Finish It that Rachel
Yeah, that's the yarn that I
had the pink spot.
Hey, and I found a home for it, so I'm sorry if anyone else wanted that yarn, but someone got it.
Okay. This one, modifications, I remember that I did extend the body because it's knit bottom up and it is quite cropped, the pattern. So I was just guessing on how
And
much
it's
I
still
was
cropped.
adding. It is still cropped. Hold on, let me tell you if I told myself how I did extend the body by an inch or 2.
Okay.
So helpful, past Renee. Yeah, and it has this fun, like you do this at the very end of the pattern, which is dropping these stitches, these, which is the outline. And I wore this almost all summer last summer as basically a tank. I didn't put the sleeves on, and then I finally did put the sleeves on, and
It's cute both ways. It's so
really
cute.
comfortable. It's really, really
Yeah,
comfortable.
you get a lot of wear out of that too.
I do. It's very just the fabric that it made is very comfortable. I will say that this one pilled a lot, not on itself, but on me. Like on my jeans,
you get
on my undershirt.
Does
I'd
it
be
still?
Why am I? No, it stopped doing that. But I got a lot of blue fuzzy balls over
Interesting.
my white tank tops and stuff. Yeah, I would knit this again.
It's pretty. It is so pretty.
Yeah, thank you. And it's so easy to throw on. Just super, super comfortable, very wearable for me. And then for the Magpie Fibers Equinox Sport is 115 grams with a lot of yardage. I didn't even use 2 full skeins for this. So,
Okay.
what have you finished?
I finished this.
Okay.
And I finished one other thing.
Okay, I finished one thing.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay. I finished my March Farmer's Daughter Sock Squad socks. These are the Rocky Mountain Pearls base.
Oh, I didn't bring
It's an 80% up there.
I am so...
The book, is that what
Yeah.
you're looking for? Look up in that little stack of books somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's an 80% superwash blue face Leicester, 20% nylon.
I think you're right.
And I think the color is called Rooted Earth. Mm-hmm. Ember Heart was stuck in my brain, but that's not right.
Last month.
Rooted Earth.
That was February's month.
And this one, the color I thought was going to be a challenge for me, but I love them. I would go so far as to say that this is my favorite sock that I've knit in a really long time.
Yay!
I love everything about them. I think they are adorable.
They are.
I love how it's like a real athletic looking sock in a not athletic color at all.
Right.
Like who would
Right.
imagine this like tan brown combo in an athletic sock? I think that's cool. I love a chunky, this is a 2x2 rib cuff, 5 rows of each color. And when I changed the color, I did knit the first row and then start in again with the rib. And that way you don't see your pearl bumps. All the pearl bumps are tucked on in the inside. This white is West Yorkshire Spinner milk bottle. It's just what I had laying around. And then I did an afterthought heel. This is the contrast that came with it. And then I didn't think I had enough to do the full toe, but I did the little toe line.
I think that's adorable.
Isn't it cute?
It's so cute.
It's so cute. And I followed the instructions for the, I think they're called the Field Day socks. It's another pattern that I owned. And I wasn't exactly sure how to do it to make it look cute. And since it was in a paid for pattern, I don't know if I can tell you how I did it. Yeah, Field Day socks.
Okay, but we can just send them there.
But
here, let me show them that.
So that's where I got this how-to. I think those are cute socks.
They're adorable.
Yeah, those are really cute.
And that is by Ashley R. Adams. That's a cute sock.
It is a cute sock. I knit them 2 at a time after the cuff. So I put them on 2 24-inch circulars and used basically 1 circular as my front needles and 1 circular as my back needles. Mm-hmm. And I like that method a lot for 2 at a time socks.
Okay.
So that's it. They've not been blocked. I don't usually do that, if I'm being honest, unless it's a colorwork sock. This is going to be fine. But they fit good. I really like this yarn.
I do too.
I really like this
base. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of toothiness, which I like in a sock yarn because that means it's not going to show wear. And this is a lot of work. A sock is a lot of work.
It really is.
And what I want after I knit them is for them to always look like this.
Right.
But I would like to wear them, but then I want them to look like this.
Right.
And those softer, like I knit a sock out of a merino cashmere nylon once, and you can tell on the bottom that I've worn them.
Yeah.
Which should not be a big deal because that's what they're meant to do.
It's the bottom of your foot.
But when they're folded in the drawer, they look like socks that have been worn.
Okay, wait. We forgot to show them the
the outline tee pattern.
So here's the outline tee. That's by Jessie Maed, and here is the Nebula. Hold on.
I'm gonna have to show them the Nebula again, so you can just leave that one.
Okay, good. We'll do that one next.
There's my pair of socks. Aren't they cute?
I think they're adorable.
I do too.
They're so cute.
I'm so happy with them. For the afterthought heel, I use a rounded toe recipe that's not Renee's. I can try to figure out what I did and put it in the bottom. But what I do is I find a rounded toe recipe. And then once I get to, where I'm close up here, I stick it on my foot and I try to pinch it together. And if it doesn't pinch together, I do another round. So I really try them on.
Okay.
Because all of the yarns are a little bit different. So the ease on your foot is a little bit different. And then it's just all a little bit different. And I really am picky about the heel. It's worth it to try it on a couple of times for me to get it exactly how I want it.
Yeah.
That's my...
Are you ready for my finished object?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Look how cute those are.
They're adorable. They're adorable.
So these are my March Farmer's Daughter Fiber Sock Squad sock. And I did the Magic Toadstool pattern by Charlotte Stone. The red is leftover of the main color, the Ember Heart from
last month.
February's Farmer's Daughter Fiber Sock Squad. And the yarn's the same as Rachel's. The base is the same as Rachel's. And then the white that I have in there is just some white sock yarn that I had in stash. I don't even know what it is at this point. It just hangs out in my closet. Aren't those adorable?
They're so cute.
I love them. So yeah, they're not blocked yet, but because I finished these just before leaving, packing and leaving, so I tucked them in my closet and...
Adorable.
Thank you. I'm really, really happy with these. I did my rounded toe. I did a heel flap and gusset, but I did a 2.5-inch heel flap because I have high instep, high arch, and that fits me best. And then I just decrease the gusset stitches out until I have the correct amount. And then somewhere in here, I throw in a decrease. I throw in a decrease right about at the last, the first/last knuckle on my foot. If this was my foot, right about here, I throw in.
At the ball of your foot or before the widest part?
I throw in a decrease right here where
your toes start.
Yeah. Yeah. Just right before my toes start. Because I like.
I know. Yeah. You like a.
I do. Yeah. It's right here.
So it's probably helpful for you to do those 2 at a time, if nothing else, just to get those decreases done at the same time.
Yes. Oh, I didn't mention that. I did do these 2 at a time. I did the cuff on a 9-inch circular size US 0. And I know for myself, if the pattern for the colorwork includes increases, stitch increases before the colorwork chart, I'm good to stay on a size 0 because the extra in me really loosens up for colorwork sometimes. Loosens up from what I typically knit, which is really tight.
Right.
So I stayed on a size 0. That fits fine. No issues getting it over my heel at all. And then
after the color work chart, you do some decreases and then carry on the rest of the sock like a normal sock. At that point, once I got both cuffs completed, I threw them on like a 5-inch tip magic loop needle, US 1, because if I have that longer needle tip, I find that I can knit even tighter because I have more leverage on the needles. So US 1 for the rest of the sock,
Nice.
2 at a time.
Nice.
I don't know how long that cable is. I have one that's really long and one that's medium long.
Like a 32 and a 40 maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't prefer the long
I don't
one.
either. I
It's too
prefer
much
just
to-
enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, sometimes it gets stuck in.
Well, and it's so much maneuvering.
Yeah.
But actually, doing these made me feel like, do I prefer 9-inch circulars now? Because it feels like if you have 10 minutes to knit, if there are 9-inch circulars, you can knit for 10 minutes. And on Magic Loop, you lose some seconds adjusting those needles.
Have you ever tried the 2 circulars?
No.
I think you should. It's
think
like the
I'd
best
like
of
it?
both worlds.
Oh, okay.
'Cause-
Down.
So what you're doing is you have one that's
Yeah.
your front needle and one that's your back needle. And
Yes.
you're always knitting on that needle.
Yes.
So you just knit across this one. You don't have to rearrange anything. They're back on that. You just flip them over. You knit across the other one. Flip them over. Do you
Like
know
you
what I
don't
mean?
have to slide the needle.
You don't, no. Because
Maybe.
you're just knitting right back onto that same needle.
Right. Maybe.
I really like them. Give them a try. 24-inch circulars. They're
also
also
sells them.
long enough that if you mess it up and your magic loop brain takes over and you accidentally knit them all onto the same one, there's enough room.
Okay.
16-inch, I think you can do it, but it's not, you don't have room. You've really messed it up if you get them all on one needle instead of 2.
Okay.
But yeah, give that a try. I enjoy it.
Size US 1.
Yeah, that's it.
Haha.
All right. How many whips do you have?
2.
I have 3.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. I'll do the one that you have seen first.
Oh my gosh, Rachel.
I know they're
Let
adorable.
me see yours. Right, they're back there. And the Sock Squad is so fun to see what people come up with.
Yeah,
Because these are very different vibes. Like, they're the
are.
same color, different vibe.
I know. That's fun.
It is fun. I think
super
it's so
fun.
cool. Rachel and I think we're going to do a buddy knit for April.
We are doing a buddy knit for April with a buddy.
Huh? More to come on that because I haven't even looked at.
Well, it's not April yet as we're filming.
Correct.
So I was just going to wait until at least April 1st to address the April Sock Squad.
Okay. Hey, I don't think I have any acquisitions here
I
necessarily.
have a lot.
But I can talk about what I'm working on, but then I also want to talk about what I packed for vacation because
Okay.
some of it I didn't necessarily work on.
Okay.
Okay.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
want to do that now?
No.
Okay.
I know. I just needed to.
Okay. Say it
Yeah.
to remember
I
it.
can't tell people when I'm going to pass out, but I need to tell them what I'm going to talk about.
Okay. We'll work on it. We'll workshop it.
Why don't I feel comfortable? I don't know. Like I don't love being the center of attention. Like I don't think I would ever be.
Says a girl on the internet.
No. Meaning I think being like the leader of anything would be awful. I never enjoyed corporate America where I had to host the meetings and I had to
Right,
talk
no,
to a
that's not my
large
thing
body.
either.
I would be like, I'll prepare all of the information. You say it.
Yeah.
Don't make me do that. My being partnered with my husband is great because he's like, oh, I love
Yes.
giving the speeches. I
Yes.
love giving the toasts. I don't want that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I think the reason that we are so successful here
Yeah.
is that we can't see the eyeballs looking back at us.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Of
Okay.
like, now, if it's Thanksgiving dinner and Rachel and I both want to tell the same story, I don't mind being the center of attention then. Right?
Okay, here's the thing about me. I have no problems being bossy, outspoken, even if it makes people uncomfortable. There's no way that I could have stopped my mouth from opening if someone would have cut me off when I was on the way to vomit. I would have been like, I'm sorry, I'm going to be sick. There's no way I could have stopped that. It's like we were on a plane once, Renee and I needed to get to the front of the plane. and people were just lingering around. It was like we were delayed. And I was like, I'm sorry, I need to get to the front of the plane. You can't just stand there. People don't know they don't know what they're doing.
I know. But I was afraid if I was like,
also, if
I'm trying to keep rolling.
If I were just wandering up to the lavatory at the plane and someone behind me was like, I think I'm going to vomit, I'm out of the way. I don't want you behind me.
I was afraid to open my mouth or breathe too deeply because I was afraid that was going to eject something from my body. Keep it in. I didn't even talk to Dad. I just tapped him.
Do you remember when you taught your son baby sign language? Do you remember what help was?
Wait. Help.
Okay,
wait,
maybe that.
Help.
No, this is more, I think. What was more? We knew more a lot because it was food.
More?
I don't know.
Oh, somebody else is cringing.
But maybe
he used to do it.
I bet the flight attendants know these kinds of things.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wouldn't I just look like a weirdo?
Was passing out on the other human being not weird?
Place your dominant hand thumbs up and onto the palm. Yes, help. Because I taught my son that for doors and things.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, cute.
Was this more?
I think so.
A lot of sitting in a high chair doing this.
Yes.
Are we still good?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Something changed down there, but I don't know what.
Something did change. Okay. This is my creativity shawl.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a pattern by Tori U. Will you pull it up while I explain it?
Sorry.
Pattern by Tori U. We are in the middle of a knit along right now. She has a creativity shawl and a creativity cowl. You can knit either. And it runs through April. So that's my goal, is to get this thing done before April 30th. I don't know why. Just because, to be part of the group.
Look how cute she is.
So, she's so cute. There's 2 sizes. I'm knitting the large size. And I'm using this Moonstone yarn from Flower Hill Fleeces. It's a Targhee Merino Sari Silk. And my hand spun, which is a braid from Three Water Farms. I know. I know. Okay.
Those make me so happy.
I put some work into this thing this week.
Oh my gosh, Rachel! It looks so good. Oh my God, it looks so
happy. Does it look good? This one I think might look better in person.
I'm obsessed.
Feel it.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me get you guys in close on these colors. That is so stinking fun.
Isn't it?
This is going to look so cute wrapped around your neck too.
I know.
Rachel. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Isn't it pretty?
I like how your yarn blended too. Wait. Is this the one that you spun A to B, A to B?
Yes. I split the braid in half and I spun them both the same.
That's what I might do for when I spin for this. Because I really like the way that your colors are playing together.
Yeah. Isn't it pretty?
It's so pretty.
I'm so happy with it. And I'm past.
So pretty.
I love your enthusiasm.
Well, I haven't been here to
I know.
I've been on vacation, so I haven't been watching YouTube knitting. I haven't really been online.
And we didn't FaceTime, but in case we did, every time we did, I would hide what I was knitting. So she didn't really have a reference of how far I was on anything.
And I haven't had a chance to drool up, because we would see each other throughout the week usually.
Well, if you notice, you only saw me knit one thing.
I didn't notice. Champagne.
Here's the halfway point.
Oh.
So it's going to be big.
It's so pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
I love it.
I'm so happy with it.
I love it.
And let me tell you, this hand spun is not consistent and probably not a DK weight, but it really does not matter. If you look closely, you'll see some places you're like, woo, girl, you are thin. It does not matter.
I haven't seen one. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm inspecting it.
Right.
No, it's gorgeous.
It's nice,
feels
isn't it?
great. Yeah.
I know. I'm so excited.
Oh, how cute. Rachel. And I think using the Flower Hill Fleeces for the mane, because it has pops of color in it, was a great choice.
Thank you. I'm very happy with it.
How fun is that?
I know.
I want one. So our friend Tashi at Stitches and Starlight YouTube channel
Maed one. We've
Yes.
shown it here. Here, I can just pull.
That was
theirs
my
up.
inspiration. That exact shawl was the inspiration, and then I just tried to get the vibe using things that I already owned. I know.
So good.
I know.
You did great.
I know.
Hold on. There's theirs. Oh my gosh. You did great.
Thanks.
I love it.
I do too.
I think we were recording one day when you showed me
Yeah.
that for the first time,
Right.
and we were
Yes.
both like, oh.
I know.
Wait. That ends.
April 30th, the knit along ends.
I don't know if
But
I
that
can
doesn't
do.
mean you can knit it anytime
I
you
know.
want.
I know.
I actually do think that I'm going to make the cowl too. Because this is fun. This is a
stitch
fun
pattern?
stitch pattern. And it uses a nice amount of your hand spun. Like your
Okay.
hand spun really gets like,
Showcased.
yeah, I
Not
think
just like a
so.
touch.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I love it.
I do too. Thank
love
you.
it.
Thank you. I do too. It feels good.
It does. Yes.
It feels good.
squishy. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Thank
I
you.
love that one. That's one. If you were like, I don't want to knit on that anymore. I don't care if it ever gets finished. I would be like, I'll finish it.
Yeah, but it is big. The way that I decided when halfway was, I knit one skein of the main,
Okay.
and then I was like, that's halfway.
Right.
Because
Because you have 2 and a bit of the main, right?
Yeah. So if I won't run short of that, I might run short of this, but I will find I'll find something to fill in at the corner if I do. But it's going to be, I think halfway was more than, it was almost 4 feet.
Oh, okay.
Like
It's
it was,
long.
yes.
Yeah.
It was long.
cool.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
I
They're
love
pretty.
that one. It's
I know.
so pretty.
I do too.
It really is.
Thank you.
What
do
would
you
you like
got?
to see the thing that I worked on the most?
Yes.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. This is, wait, let me get you the right side. It's a whip.
Look at the color.
I know. Isn't that pretty?
It's gorgeous.
I love it. I don't know how you say you can't like red. Look at this red.
That doesn't look like red to me.
It is red though.
But I like that color, but not red.
Guys, what are you thinking of when you say red? Like a crayon?
No,
Tomato.
orange. Orangey
Okay, that's
reds.
orange.
No, orangey reds.
Okay. All right.
This is blue red. If you put blue in any color, the color is good.
Okay, so let me get close here. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
So this is a pattern.
Wait, I don't know if they'll hear you.
Okay. Hold on. And then these are still on hold.
Okay.
I have a whole story for you. So this is a pattern that we are testing from Casey Apple of Young Folk Knits. And she is knitting it out of Yarn Jam's Shanico Sport. It's a 100% non-superwash yarn. This is sport weight, and this color is scarlet. And I was knitting it on vacation. There was, when I got the pattern, it wasn't
When she says got the pattern, it was like a draft of the pattern
Yes.
also.
Yes.
Renee was like, I want to knit it on vacation. I'll take whatever information you have.
right. And then Renee was also like, hey, I want to use up as much yarn as I can.
Right. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, that was prolonged.
So, okay, so let me talk you through this pattern, kind of the construction. You cast on here and then slowly start increasing out as you work. So your rows keep getting longer and longer and longer. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Yes. And then, so this entire ruffle part, after you do the like stitch pattern to get the ruffles, that's your cast off edge. So here is how far I was to casting off. Now, the reason that I was working on this is because I wanted to take pictures of it, because in my mind, I romanticized having this wrapped around my waist as like finished object.
So cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Yes.
In a bathing suit as like a cover up for your booty. I did get those finished, like kind of.
Yeah.
But
I have to take the picture.
I wanted to use as much yarn as possible, and I knit more than the version of the pattern says now to knit, and I bumped up the needle one size. So
I ran out of yarn. And then I apologized to Casey and ordered more of Trisha's yarn because I didn't want to rip back. I'm really happy with the finished
nice.
object size. And I just need like a little more yarn to finish that off. And then I have all of this to play with for a future project.
It's a very
Maybe a little
nice
matching
yarn.
accessory.
It's a very nice yarn.
Yeah, it really is. It feels like it could be a superwash.
Yeah, it's very soft.
Like
it's springy. So tell them about the pattern. Is it available right now?
It is not available. The pattern will be released May 1st, the day of Yarncentric. And Trisha will be there. The pattern's written in her Trisha of Yarn Jam, her sport weight Shanico. So this yarn will be there. That's the
At
day that you can
Yarncentric.
buy the pattern.
Yes.
And I'll bring mine so that you can like squish and try it on and test it out. And there's going to be different sizes.
That's right.
It's going to be a bandana size, a larger size.
Yes.
Did you cast yours on?
No.
Okay.
I have a story as to why, but
Go ahead.
I can show them the yarn. So I'm also testing this, but I haven't started yet because the needles that I needed were on a project.
Oh, wait. Did I say this clearly enough? This is my own doing. I don't want you to think that.
Well, and the
because
pattern
of-
is still in testing
Right.
anyhow. So by the time the pattern is tested and released, you won't run out of yarn.
right.
Unless you also do your own thing and go off script.
Right.
Then that's just the risk you take. Okay. And yours is called Scarlet.
Yes.
Okay. I ordered Razzle Dazzle. Is that not the...
That's a great name.
I tell you what, the yarns that I'm knitting this week have killer names.
Okay.
Here's Razzle Dazzle.
Love it.
Same yarn, one skein, Shanico Sport, and then we were texting Casey and Trisha was knitting a blue one, and
Oops.
sorry. So I bought a blue. I bought a blue color too because I do think that I'm going to make both sizes. The
Full.
what are we calling that? Like a
shawlette?
Small,
I
yeah, a
think
shawlette
Casey was
and the
calling it a
bandana.
shawlette.
So this is Lagoon and this is Razzle Dazzle.
Those are beautiful. Hey, wait. Can we have a moment for the way Trisha dyes? Look at this yarn.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Look at that. But it looks solid.
Yes. Yeah.
This is hand dyed yarn. It's very impressive.
So this can get cast on now because I'm done with my needles that I needed to cast this on.
Okay.
So maybe next week I'll have some progress to show you.
What
for that.
needles were those?
The size 7s.
What were you knitting on the size 7?
Oh, I'm going to tell you.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. That's why. Okay. Okay. And here.
All the stories are interconnected.
Oh. With our last order of Yarn Jam, Trisha sent us some of her stickers.
Yeah.
Aren't those cute?
They're so
Yarn
cute.
is my jam. Okay.
All right. It's adorable. So that'll be finished as soon
Feel
as you get
that.
home. I know.
Like, that's super, super
It is.
comfortable.
It's very nice.
Yeah. All I have to do is
Cake that up.
I won't even cake this up. I think I'll just open it and knit. I only need inches.
Okay.
I have like 25 stitches here
Okay.
that need to be bound off.
I can't wait for the tangled blob of yarn next week to show up.
This is really fun. I will say it's easily memorizable.
You did that in a week.
Yeah. Of not a lot of knitting time.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
So I was doing this like, and honestly, let me say this too for me just kind of knitting because I was on vacation and sometimes we were at dinner. This is how I think I ended up running out of yarn. When I was doing my final thing before you set up for the ruffle and the cast off, I was knitting with the cake of yarn in my bag on like a bag stand.
Okay.
So I couldn't see the yarn.
Oh.
So I was just going back and forth and back and forth. And when I pulled it out, I thought,
Oh.
Renee, you may have
You really
gone
did
a
it.
little too far. Yeah. So that was
Okay.
my own thing.
It's so cute.
Thank you.
I'm excited
really, really
now.
happy with
I'm
it.
excited.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'll show you where my size 7 needles were all week.
It was a surprise. Oh.
I cast on another Nebula in the color Cookie Monster.
Look at that color.
Look at the Cookie Monster, you guys.
That is so fun. Rachel, are you finished?
No, it needs sleeve ribbing.
But you're basically finished.
I know.
I saw that out and I was like, oh.
I know.
Wow. That feels really nice.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
So this is another Nebula.
Wow.
This is one size up.
Okay.
So this is the size 5,
Okay.
I think. But I did the same thing. I used the pattern needle because I got gauge with it. But that's how I know that the needle size is compensating for this fluff.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something, you guys. Knitting this is this is Lamb and Kids Birdie DK in the color Cookie Monster. It's 90% Surrey alpaca, 10% silk. And nothing on, it's just this type of yarn. It's like trying to French braid your hair behind your head without a comb.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like fluff
Yeah.
is just fluffing. Look how much fluff.
Yeah.
I mean, you really need that whole needle to like catch that fluff.
Okay.
And even sometimes still your needle will go through the fluff.
Okay.
And
but
then
not catch the silk.
Well, even if you catch the silk, if you go through the fluff, it like snags.
Okay.
It's like,
yeah. Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it took me probably through the short rows to get used to knitting this yarn.
It feels so good.
Doesn't it?
It feels like cotton candy in a cloth, like
it
a
feels
garment.
so good. Feel it single layer too. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's really nice.
Wow, Rachel.
Yeah.
You're almost finished.
I'm almost finished. So I did the same thing. I omitted the 2,
Yep.
but I went up a size. And so I really wanted it to the length to be the same as this one. Mm-hmm. When you go up a size, the yoke depth increases.
Okay.
So it increased for me by a 1/2 inch. So I knit a 1/2 inch less on the body so that
Okay,
the
so just
overall
1
length
inch.
would be the same.
Yeah.
Correct. That's how I just decided. But my decision now, and the reason that it's not finished, is because I have enough yarn to put sleeves on this thing
Oh, long sleeve.
or not.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know what to do because it is a significant, like this is a squishy sweater.
Yeah.
This isn't a warm weather sweater.
Right.
But I also don't know if it needs sleeves and it would still be warm.
Right. Right.
Like is sleeves going to make it too heavy?
Right.
I don't know.
Have you worn it around like that?
No, I just finished the
Okay.
collar this morning.
Okay. Do that then. Wear it around a little
I'm
bit.
going to make you wear it around too.
Okay.
You're going to try them both on.
That.
We're going to have a little
fun.
fashion problem. Look at this color.
That's great.
This color propelled me. I was knitting this color thinking, I don't know if I'm a process knitter or a project knitter, but the color is doing it.
Yeah.
I didn't care what I was doing.
Yeah. That's fun. I think that might be your brightest
I
colored
think
garment.
so too. It is very bright.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, me too. And I don't know if you can tell, there is some variation in it because
Yeah.
like the silk does kind of take up the dye. I ordered this yarn all at the same time, so it all came, dyed together. And then when it was getting time, like when the ball of yarn was getting small, I would start alternating
Okay.
to cut the new skein in. And I would alternate for a good solid 2 inches,
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah. Right.
I think I probably would have been fine either way, but you do not want to frog this yarn.
Oh.
You do not want to frog this yarn. I would put it in a trash, buy new yarn, and start over before. I had to get 5 stitches out. It was terrible. It locks up so. In fact, when I was doing the sewn bind off for the neck,
Yeah.
oh
Oh gosh.
when
Right.
the yarn is doubled because you need such a long.
Right.
Those two just trying to pull apart the 2 strands. They were like,
like,
nope,
"We're friends."
We're friends now. You've sucked us through the same hole enough times.
Yeah.
Like this is not the kind of yarn you want to frog, but look at
That. Yes. Yes.
I love it.
You
I'm
should.
so happy with it.
Rachel, that's beautiful.
Thank
I love
you.
the color.
The color's gorgeous.
Yes. Like I love everything, but that color is a knockout.
It is. And the sweater's like plain enough to handle it, I think.
Right. Ugh, love that.
Thank you.
So you have like a very
right.
basic.
They're totally different.
Right, I know.
And I still have yarn to make another one that's also totally different.
Okay, so we have to decide on
we have
sleeves.
to decide on sleeves, but the body of the sweater is knit on a 7.
Okay.
That's where my 7s were all week.
Oh, okay.
So, and even if I do the sleeves now, I will do them on 16-inch circulars. So I won't need the 7 that I was using. But here's that little piece that you cast on, the 2 flaps. You'll
Match or
stitch
together.
those, and then I don't know, maybe like a this kind of sleeve?
Maybe. Yeah.
That would
like
be
those?
cute. I think I could.
Okay.
I don't know. So there's a decision to be made, but the bulk of the sweater is done.
Let me put it on.
Yeah.
This looks so comfortable.
It's so soft.
It's like the fanciest, most expensive version of what are those blankets with hoods and armholes?
Like a comfy or
Like
a snuggie or whatever.
Yeah. Rachel.
Look how cute it is.
It's adorable.
That's a good color on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this feels good. Feels good.
Yeah. Do you think you need sleeves?
Well, this room is cold right now. So I would say, like, give me sleeves. But that's only because I'm a little cold. Like, feel my hands.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Just a little, like, 3/4 sleeve?
You know her...
Yeah.
Hold on. I never pulled the pattern up for them.
Her
being
full
Andrea.
fuzz. Andrea's full fuzz one is knit in a short sleeve.
Nebula.
And this is not blocked yet either. So, like...
Oh, I guess her sleeves are longer than I remember them
Okay,
being.
but go to that one. See, that silver one is her... That's this yarn, basically.
Okay.
It's a very similar yarn. So, is that it?
I think it could be Rachel.
Because that... I know from this one, when I knit this one, it felt like this, where it felt like bulky and up.
Yeah.
And then it all, like,
Yeah.
relaxed down.
Yeah.
See, these sleeves hit me almost here. I think those are going to hit me at my elbow.
Yeah.
So is that enough?
I think so.
So just ribbit.
I think so.
Match or stitch it, ribbit, and I'm done.
Yes.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. It's so comfortable.
I know. Knitting this yarn is what made me think, like, okay, it's not a fun yarn to knit with, but I would knit another sweater out of like a Odang or a Birdie.
Yeah.
So I bought, of course.
Odang from Farmer's Daughter Fibers.
Odang from Farmer's Daughter is similar yarn, similar fiber content. And Lamb and Kid has Birdie, which is their lace weight, Birdie DK, and they even have Big Birdie, which is heavier weight than this.
Yeah.
And the Farmer's Daughter has Odang as their lightweight and Odang DK, but like they're similar in their content. So I assume they're similar in their knitting experience. Isn't it nice?
Fun color too.
Renee, I knit that in like 8 days.
Really?
Yeah. It goes quick.
Wow. Yeah, I like this a lot.
Okay. Show us your other whip.
Okay. Whoo! Yeah, now I'm cold. Okay. This whip had rocky starts to it. I thought, okay, I was getting ready for vacation, and the first thing that I had packed was my yarn and like my projects. And then I could move on to like bathing suits and clothes and toiletries. But why did we come over to your house? We came over to your house just to hang out before I left for this trip.
remember.
Were we doing something?
I don't remember.
Anyways, I end up at Rachel's house with my daughter. I don't know if my son was here or not.
What were you here for?
Right.
Was he at school?
I don't know.
That feels like 10 years ago.
I know. Okay, but anyways, I brought 3 skeins of yarn. And I
Forgot
said,
about this.
Hey, can we cake these up while I'm here? And she's like, yeah, sure, let's go.
No, you came over to eat corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, we came for family dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And your son was here. He was just playing with my kids.
Where was my husband? I don't think he was here.
Not here. He was not here.
He had something else.
He must have.
Okay. So, we're at Rachel's house. And I have 3 skeins of yarn. And I was like, that's going to be easy. It's, what's that? DK weight. Quick. Not quick. Because one of the skeins... Go ahead.
When you like, you untwist and I was like, there's a long loop here. You think that's okay? And he was like, yeah, that's okay. And I was like, yeah, that's okay.
It was not
Not okay. Definitely should have investigated that long loop.
It was like a whole loop had come unlooped from
and didn't end up back where it was supposed to be.
Cut to me sitting in this chair like this, being the yarn swift, and Rachel. I said, are you so glad you invited us over for dinner?
And the whole time Renee's daughter was like, I would like to sit in that chair, Mom. Can you get up? I want to sit in the chair.
Like, can we finish this first?
And then it was so, that loop must have come from dead center.
Yes.
Because at some point I had to start from the other end. So then we had 2 hand wound balls with no ends.
Right, because now they're connected. And I was like, what am I going to do now, Rachel? Okay, so that was strike 1. And I thought, this is going to be so easy. This is such a quick knit.
She's already knit it.
Right. Okay. What am I talking about? I'm talking about my Sabai top. This is Sabai number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It is the one with, there's 2 versions if you buy one pattern. And this is the one that has the ribbing at, the ribbing at the neck. And then that ribbing detail continues around the arms and down the side. The Sabai number 1 does not have that ribbing down the side under the arm. And I kind of like that detail. It's like fun. And it adds a little something when you're knitting in the round. So you cast on in the round at the neck. And I did gauge swatch for this somewhere. Cast on at the neck, do your ribbing and your increases at either side. And then you split and just work the front panel and then the back panel. Then you join in the round. Well, I was working the front and something was happening in this ribbing. Jeez, it's so dark. Something was happening over in this ribbing that I was adding a stitch. I was like, why am I over a stitch? So I would decrease a stitch. And then like an inch down, I added another stitch again. So the first time I was like, I can live with that. The second time, now my one side is
wiggly.
Like, I was like, I can't live with that anymore. What were you doing? I don't know. I don't know how I was like, if when I was slipping in the front and back, if I was accidentally picking up like a bar, I don't know, but I did it twice.
That's weird.
So I was like, no, I'm ripping that all the way back. So this is the night before we leave. I frogged probably, can you hold this for me?
Yes.
I was probably here getting ready to start the increases and I frogged all the way back up to here.
Okay. That stinks.
I know. So I was like, okay, that's okay. I can work on this now.
You guys, this yarn looks real good though.
It feels so nice.
It looks the stitch definition is
there.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I was working on that side still, now re-knitting the yarn that I was knitting on. And I was like, I ripped back so far. I have a long way to knit before I have to start for these increases for the armholes. I over knit. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm over my row count already.
Oh no.
I have to either tink or rip back again. And at that point I was like,
done with that.
That's your 3 strikes. You're in timeout. So that sat in timeout until the day before we left to come home.
Okay.
But now I don't know what was happening. I just wasn't paying enough attention apparently.
Maybe.
I was like, this is going to be so easy.
Yeah.
No. But now, here it is. I've joined in the round. So I did the front and the back. And I know that people were concerned about my needles coming through. And I did flip them onto wood needles, which did make it through security coming home. Okay. But I don't know if you're going to be able to tell this. Okay, you tell me, Rachel. Is the flat tension better on this side? Or is it better on this side?
The other side.
Right. This is metal needles.
Oh, so maybe that yarn likes wood needles.
For me, yeah. It is kind of a slippery, stretchy yarn.
But I also felt these wood needles, and these wood needles feel nice. They don't feel like them wood needles we bought.
That's right, yeah. These are the Xiaogu wood 4-inch tips. I bought them for this. And I will say, so when I knit flat with my metal Xiaogu tips, I usually have to decrease my needle size on my purling needle. So if I was using a US 8 to knit, I would purl back with a US 7.
Okay.
I would just set up my interchangeables that way. So an 8-inch tip on US 8 on this side, US 7 on this side. And so that way when I would
knit back and forth. Does that make sense?
Yes,
I wasn't
it does.
switching
It
my
does make
tip every time.
Okay.
But I could only get the US 8s here on wood. So now I don't even have the smaller needle size.
But you're not rowing out.
No.
Look at you. Maybe,
I
are you a
know.
wooden needle?
I don't know. That's the question. So,
Mother's Day's coming up. Ask for the set.
well, I have wooden needle tips for another project that I'll talk about because I thought I would be working on that
Right.
project on vacation.
Okay. So
I
you
can
have some
try
room.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. This is my Sabai. I knit this
Wait.
in a size 2.
Okay.
The first Sabai that I ever knit was a size US 1.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to get more ease with this size.
Okay.
And this feels drapey. Like,
It does.
I think it's going to be,
It's going to be so nice.
yeah. Yeah, this yarn is super nice.
It's beautiful.
This
What
is
yarn is it?
Farmer's Daughter Fiber, Bear Paw DK in the colorway Legend.
Which is their black.
Yes, it is a superwash merino, yak, and silk blend yarn. Rachel and I had it dyed while we were at Farmer's Daughter Fiber's retreat last
September. Mm-hmm. They didn't. Legend wasn't available on Bear Paw then, but it is now.
Yeah. So this, it feels really, really, really luxurious. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything I haven't said?
Beautiful. I don't think so.
So as long as I don't mess it up, I think this is going to be quick.
You're close now.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And what's cool about this, and which is why it was a good choice for a travel project, is that it's all done on the same size needle.
Yeah.
It ribs on the same size needle, the body, the finishing, all just pick whatever needle size gets you gauged for the stockinette and you're good to go.
Good.
So for me, I had to use a US 8. Will you pull up that pattern for them?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I had to go up 1 or 2 needle sizes. That's so annoying when they have to re-sign in.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm literally on Ravelry all day long.
I know.
You know who I am. You know who I am, Ravelry.
Oh, there it is. Sabai.
Okay. Here.
Sabai.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the pattern calls for a US 6, and I bumped up to a US 8.
Okay.
For gauge.
And then
on this yarn.
Here is the one without the rib.
It's a really cute top.
It is. It's very cute.
It's like a cute basic. I get a ton of wear out of my other Sabai. It's also very soft. It is in a mostly cotton yarn. It's Juniper Moon Cumulus in the colorway Bone. And that's technically a worsted weight yarn, but I could get DK gauge with it. But it is a denser fabric when like the garment was finished.
Right.
So this one hopefully will be a little more flowy. Okay. That's that one.
Okay. Oh, I have one more.
You go, girl.
One more.
Oh, and Clover traveled out of the country with me.
Did she have fun? Clover, did you have a good time?
Clover, did you have fun? Did you have fun, girl? And here is what I got this little bag.
That's cute.
I know. It's going to be my Notions pouch, but I bought this while we were away because everyone said put your needle tips in with pencils. So I shoved them in there with these pencils, which my daughter was very happy to find. Mommy, did you pack pencils for me? Sure. So she had a little extra entertainment.
Yeah, that's cute.
And that's how I got them on to the airplane. And I just took my needle, I took these stitch stoppers and shoved them right onto the end of my cable.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
To hold your stitches.
Yeah. And when I was knitting on my Ruffle edit, I had it in one of these Aloha bags. I went digging for these because I was going to be at the pool. And I'm so glad that I did because I set my bag down a few times and the bottom was wet.
Yeah.
But my project was safe.
They're excellent for...
Yes. This one specifically was a gift from Jen at Jen Loves Yarn. So thank you, Jen. It got to go on a trip with me too. Okay.
Okay, I talked about these last week. Well, I don't know. Last time we filmed, it could have been either of the last 2 episodes. I'm not sure. But I talked about knitting my February Farmer's Daughter Sock Squad yarn into gingham socks. So you guys, okay, let me just show you. Let me show you what I've got. I have this one. It looks crazy. It needs to be blocked. So let me show you. Okay, that's what
That's
it'll look
adorable.
like. Thank you very much.
It's adorable.
It is
Do you want a
adorable.
sock blocker? Oh, no, because it
No,
doesn't
because it doesn't have a heel. It's knit with a forethought heel. That it's knit to pattern. This is Summer Lee's little checks pattern, and she gives you 2 different charts, and one of them is a gingham chart. So I don't know. I don't learn a lesson. That's what I don't. I don't learn a lesson, and I cast these on very late at night. And I did the ribbing, and then I have not a thought in my brain as to how the colors are going to work out. And I go, first row, red, white, red, white, red, white. And I do the whole thing. And then I'm like, that's not right. Red and white don't go together in a row.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, Rachel. So I frog that whole row back to the ribbing. Okay. It's still very late at night. And then I go pink, white, pink, white, pink, white. And I'm like, I don't want it to start with pink. I want the red to start with the red. So I frog that all the way back. And then I finally figure out that I want red and pink.
Hey, you want to know
So I worked on this much of a sock, I think, for like 3 hours.
Hey, you were getting mileage out of the yarn.
It is a miracle that this much sock got knit, because it almost got chucked right into the trash after that.
Hey, let me tell you a story. I once upon a time, when I was quilting years ago, my husband requested a gingham
Yeah, I know
check
the quilt.
quilt. And I was like, got it. Went and bought the fabric, got home and started trying to cut it up and like sew it together. I bought too much of the wrong color.
You
like
don't
my
realize
brain
which
couldn't
color.
process
Yeah.
what the main color
Yes.
was.
Yes.
I had the same issue,
Yes.
but with fabric. So I had to
Yes.
go back and buy more fabric.
So I finally got on. I was chugging along, and she has you do this on Magic Loop, and Magic Loop was not doing it for me. I cannot make the transition nice.
Me either.
I can't do it. So I bought, she has you on a size 2. I bought a size 2 9-inch circular and knit. And then she has you place the waist yarn. And then after I knit this, if you like really pull this out, I was like, Renee, this is very roomy. And I have a high instep, and I have kind of like thicker calves. So I didn't mind it being big up here, but I have skinny feet. So I was worried about it fitting down here. So after I knit 1 pink red and 1 white pink round, I changed it onto a 1.5. Mm-hmm. And are you tired?
I think that's a good decision.
Yeah. And I've knit the rest of it on 1.5. And for me, the way that this row gauge is working out is that every little thing is a 1/2 inch, which made measuring this sock
That's nice.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So this one just needs a toe and a heel and blocked. And then after this debacle, I was like, this has to get done immediately on the other sock. So I had this one ready to go. So I basically knit the ribbing and then the first 2 repeats for both socks.
Yep.
And then I only have 1, 2, and 1, 1.5. So I
Yeah.
couldn't do them really in tandem.
Right.
But as soon as I was done with the 2, I got it on the 2.
Perfect.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So because now I was
Look
telling
how cute that sock is.
I know. I was telling Renee yesterday, I'm more likely to pick this up and knit it if it's ready to go. And I had to use a whole organization system here.
What bag's that?
This is the Project 9.
Okay.
Which is a pretty big bag, but there's a lot of yarn in here.
Right. Yeah.
But I wanted to be able to get them both going, so I split all of the yarn into, halvesies. So this is the February Sock Squad. Farmer's Daughter Fibers,
Ember Heart.
Ember Heart, and the
Base is
Bighorn Sock.
that's 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon.
Okay, and then the pink, I actually changed out the pink that I chose last week because I couldn't remember exactly what that yarn was, and I wasn't exactly sure what the fiber content was, if it had nylon or not. And it was a little bit warmer than this one, and I held
That's
them
pretty.
This is beautiful. I held this one and that one up, and Renee and I both thought that this pink was the better pink, and this is Needles at the Ready Tutu is the color.
I loved that one when you bought it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and I'm gonna have enough to knit a whole sock after this too.
Yeah.
So that's the pink, and the pink is actually the main color because you use pink on both rounds.
Right.
even though like it's going to look like a
Feels
red
like red.
gingham sock, you use more pink. So if you're trying to manage yarn, you need more of the medium color. And then for white, I wanted like a white. And my West Yorkshire milk bottle is like a
Creamy. Yeah.
So I was like, no problem. I like that yarn. I'll go buy it in their white. No, sold out everywhere. I don't know what happened to that yarn. So what I found was this opal pullover and sucking wool. No, it's all German.
75% wool, 25% polyamide.
Probably. But
And-
it's the white. I don't know.
Is it Farb or Party?
I don't know.
Hold on. I'll look for it.
Anyhow,
for you.
white. So I ordered this from Simply Sock Yarn, I think. They ship nice and fast. I've always had good customer service from them. So I have these. I really would like to get the color work done in March, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I only have tomorrow.
Okay, so it looks like 2620 is the colorway, which is the white.
Okay. So that's,
For anybody who wants it. That's what she got.
yeah.
That and... Okay.
So these are, I feel like I've made good
That's
progress.
adorable.
I did this all this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rachel, you have been knitting your butt off.
No one was here to talk to me.
You made a whole sweater, a whole sock.
And most of that shawl.
Yeah.
I did
You've
it.
been going, girl.
I did it. Okay. So those are my
Tips. Let me show you what else I packed. Because you never know what's going to happen or what you want to work on when you travel. So I like to have what feels like might not be enough.
No,
But then you
right.
get there and you're like, why did I pack so much
Right.
yarn? So I took, here are my little, there's me and Rachel with our, what is this, Bear Paw DK. This is what ended up happening.
look, it was like dead center.
And I ended up breaking it and gauge swatching with one of them. So
These are nicely wound balls though.
they are, but hand winding the whole, I know. Okay, so not
While
that.
being harassed by a 4-year-old. She was so unimpressed.
She was.
Because she wanted to do this.
Yes.
And there was none of this happening.
No.
She was not into it.
No. Okay, so let me show you this. Look at that. So this was packed.
Did you see the story that I posted?
No.
Such a good joke wasted.
What was it?
I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you too.
Okay, while you do pull that up, I want to pull up a picture of this yarn before I caked it up. If I knew I wasn't going to knit it while I was away, I wouldn't have caked it so that you guys could see it in a skein, but I was confident that I was going to knit this yarn.
Yeah, of course.
Look at this, you guys. Look at this yarn. You see that? This is one of the wound up fiber arts. I missed it. I totally missed that. Okay, yeah. Show them.
Wait, let me take a screenshot. It'll be easier to show them.
And here is it in pink. Isn't that pretty, you guys? This is the Wound Up Fiber Arts Scrappy Sock that Rachel made sock yarn out of. And I was like, oh, I love that so much. I want to make scrappy socks.
This was my Instagram story. Renee posted that to her Instagram stories and said something.
Wound Up Fiber Arts Scrappy Sock.
Okay, but look.
And Rachel added, can't wait for you to knit me these socks. Hashtag best sister.
I had people
missed it.
responding and being like, has she seen it yet? I'm like, no, she's in Mexico. Nothing is fun this
I
week.
missed it. Dang.
That's so pretty.
Look how pretty that is.
It's so pretty.
I love it so much. Rachel, when I sent it to our friend group chat, the picture of the yarn, she was like, what colorway is that?
I was like, give it to me. Like 4 gifts. Now.
I said,
Give it to me.
you have it. You're the one that inspired
But they're all
it.
different.
They
so
are.
you don't have it.
I
No one else can have it.
I know. I love it so much. I pulled it out of the bag.
I can have it
and
if she knits it for me.
I forgot how
I hope you knit that sock too big.
I forgot
I forgot how pretty it was, or like what colors exactly it was.
So pretty.
I am thrilled. I cannot wait to knit this. So that was one thing that I took. Do you want me to do the next thing?
Yes. Yeah. I didn't pack for vacation. I got nothing to show.
The next thing that I took and then didn't knit on, because once I started...
What's his problem? Can you guys hear that dog?
Is Tootsie
Tootsie's
overdosing
locked
on
up.
something
She's
again?
locked up. I bet it's the Amazon person's here.
So, do you want to check on him?
Amazon?
No.
Boomer?
Yeah, he's okay. Okay.
The windows and the blinds are open. So he can see all the things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so then the next thing that I took, because I don't think you guys have seen this at all, it showed up just in time. I don't think we've talked about this.
Right.
This is yarn for my Springcentrick make-along project. Chose this because I don't know if you have. Chose this because Mary will be there with 29 Bridges Studio, her yarn, so you can check that out in person. Oh my gosh, you guys!
Have you not looked at it in a couple days?
Look at this. You guys,
why aren't your pencils in there, you crazy lady?
Wait for the story. This I packed this specifically to
put your pencils and smuggle your needles.
And my extra needle tips.
Oh, you lost it. You didn't know where it was.
I tore my luggage apart before we left. I'm like, where did I put that leather pouch? Look at this.
I hate when that happens.
Look at what a good thrift this is, you guys. This is Portland leather goods. I think it's like a $30-some leather pouch.
I love that company.
I got for $6 at a thrift store. Isn't that cool?
Yes, it's excellent.
I was like...
And it's already broken in.
And I was like, that's going to be perfect for like needle tips and notions. I'm going to travel with that. That's what I'll put my pencils in. And then I was packing and I was like, I just had it.
I hate when that happens.
Here's the other thing I lost. Do you notice I have a different necklace on today? I lost my gold necklaces that I wear every day.
They'll show up, right?
Well, that's why when I found this, I was like, are those in here?
What's this, though? Is this one?
Those are my wooden needle tips for this project.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, good, you found it.
Well, okay, but where are my necklaces? I'll let you know if I ever find those necklaces, because I've had those for years. Those are like my ride or die. Yeah. I reordered them.
Okay.
Just this morning did I do that.
Oh, then you're surely going to find them.
Right.
Absolutely.
This was driving me crazy, because when you're like, I literally just had it.
Yes.
So I rummaged all through my luggage, but I guess I didn't open these up effectively enough because it was underneath the yarn in this bag. Anyways, okay. What am I making? Will you pull up the Friday tee? Mm-hmm. I'm going to make petite knits, Friday tee or Friday top. Friday tee.
Do you want it in the colorways?
Yes.
This one?
Yes. I was so charmed by this pattern in that colorway. And that's knit out of, I think, Sandusgarn Sunday.
Sandusgarn Sunday.
So that's a 100% merino yarn. So I said, hey, Mary, I would really like to make that pattern, but in your yarn, but as close to the colors as we can get. And I think that it's bourbon and linen, but if it's something different, you let me know. I know.
Yeah.
That has like a click more pink, I think, in her colorway, but I'm going to make it out of these.
It's so pretty. What base is that?
Same. This is the 100%
non-superwash.
Yes.
Nice.
Go to
No. Non-superwash sock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% merino. Fingering weight, and it's a fingering weight pattern.
It's a nice yarn to work with too. You're gonna love it.
I'm super excited. Look at that.
That's pretty.
So this is going to be my future tee. I would have loved to have cast on some of it there, but I gotta tell you, I started knitting on that Ruffle edit. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
easy to memorize. I think it's like a 4-row repeat,
it's
or a 5-row
nice size
repeat.
to take around too. It's like the perfect on-the-go knitting project.
Mm-hmm. And even if I was in the middle of a row, I could put it on hold and not be like, where was I?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is going to be, I will cast this on as soon as I get that Sabai off my needles, I think.
Nice.
Isn't that pretty?
It's beautiful. Oh, Beautiful.
I'm really, really excited for that. Okay. Oh, look. It matches the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That
That's
was my
exciting.
packing. I cannot believe I found that leather pouch. Noah, my husband was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, I took those necklaces off because I don't love the sun. I think we've talked about this before. I wear big hats, sunscreen, long sleeve shirts. I don't like to be in the sun for my skin health. So we're coming out of winter here. So I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to self tan myself the day before we leave. And I have like, a rapid tanner, like 1 to 2 hours, you can have a tan. And I said, I think you should also tan because I don't want you to be lured into like getting a base
sunscreen.
tan. Right. Just let me give you a tan and then you can
Put your
sunscreen the whole
on.
time.
Yeah.
Well, my self tanner was from the last time we went on a vacation, it was our cruise. It was a year ago.
Does it go bad?
It doesn't go bad, but what does happen is that the guide turns there's a guide color on the one so that you can see where you're putting it.
Yeah.
On the one that I have. We looked like Hulk and Shrek walking around our house. I was even putting it on and I was like, but it was so much more green than last year this time. And then I was like, this might be expired and it might not work at all.
You might turn green.
Also, will this wash off? When it was time to scrub it off, I had to picture? I don't know. I'll check my phone. But I tan my body, and then on my face, I only tan where a person would put bronzer on, because then I don't even have to wear makeup. So I have like tan here, tan a little on my nose, and then like I outline my lips to make them look fuller.
But it's green.
And it's green. And normally, this time last year, if I would have gone in the shower, all of that stuff would have rinsed right off.
Yeah.
I had to scrub the green off this time. I did get nervous that we were just going to be green, but we weren't. It was fine. But we did walk around.
Imagine if you were green and passed out on that lady on the plane. She really would have lost it.
Okay, wait. Did I take a picture with the tanner on? I did not. Missed opportunity. I know. No, I didn't. That would have been funny.
2 thumbs down.
Hey, but look at this sock yarn on this is when I was plying up the sock yarn on the bobbins. And hold on, here are the 2 bobbins before I plied them together. It looks so different
at all the steps. It's so cool. It's the coolest thing.
I took a cue from Tori and then from you because she said that, in her like stories, she has 2 bobbins. And one looks warmer and one looks cooler. So I tried to split them up like that. And in that sock pack, there was also some very light little nests of fiber. And I tried to those were the first things that I spun. Because I didn't necessarily want light socks. Mm-hmm. But because it was such a slippery spin, because it's superwash and nylon, I was like, I'll practice. That'll be the beginning of the bobbin for me. And then those light ones matched up. And they're on the inside. Those are on the very inside. If you can see how light that stuff is in there. Barely.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
So I probably won't use that. But it was good to practice on the colors that I didn't really want in the sock. I wanted like a darker, more saturated sock. So this gives me that. Okay, here's what I'm going to have trouble with.
Okay.
Am I casting this on or am I casting on the buddy knit?
Yeah, well.
Because I don't want to be behind on the buddy knit April sock.
Okay.
But I also...
Why can't you knit them both? Okay. I don't have an answer for you. I don't think you're just going to have to feel what feels right at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
The buddy knit doesn't have a timeline.
Yeah. I don't want to be behind.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes on a buddy knit, if I get too behind, I'm not doing it.
Most of the time on a buddy knit, you don't do it.
Right.
What
I'm
have
not
you
a
ever
great buddy
knit?
knitter.
No. We buddy
sure
knit
something.
that inclinations cowl. You buddy knit 1 inch of it, hated it, and never touched it again.
That's true. What else? I feel like
You've done this a few times.
I have.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, the Stephen West sock.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
buddy knitting that, and then my yarn got all fuzzy.
Hated it and never did it again.
Right.
But I think the person you were buddy knitting it with didn't do it either.
Oh, I think you're.
Did she finish those socks?
I can't remember.
I never saw a finished sock.
I don't know. I am not.
Here's the thing about Renee. It is always a toss-up. If she decides she wants to do something, she's either going to do it right now and not stop until it's done.
Right.
Or she's never going to do it.
Yes.
There's no chill. It's extreme, and you never know what direction.
You never know
It's
which
like she's
one.
like floating down a river, and then there's a split, and which way? I don't know. I don't even know if Renee knows, but whatever way.
I don't know.
That's a waterfall off that cliff.
Yes.
She goes full steam ahead. You
Right.
guys would know this.
There's
No stopping her.
That's right. So I don't
Like
know.
with the ruffle thing, the pattern was not even done, and Renee was like, "I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now."
Well, because I wanted to do it, and 2, I wanted something easily and portable. It could have been the socks, but I was really excited about it because it was cute, and the pattern wasn't even. It was like a very, very draft, not even like repeat numbers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Doing it. I'm doing it. I accept the risks. Yeah, that's true.
So no one knows yet which sock you're gonna knit.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's talk about April.
Okay, April Sock Squad.
This is
Tell
called
us about it.
This is called Morning Honey.
That's a pretty name.
The colorway is called Morning Honey. Here is the inspo. Oops. Okay.
What base is it on?
It's on Highwood Sock. So Highwood Sock is there. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. You get 400 yards per 100 grams, and then the mini is 20 grams for 80 yards.
Okay, here it is. That is April's color.
That looks like that does look like flowers.
It does.
So what are we going to buddy knit?
So we're gonna buddy knit. We were texting Trisha from Yarn Jam and Casey from Young Folk Knits, and Casey was showing us her February Sock Squad socks, which are a Summerly Cuff Club design. And I think Trisha was like, I have 2 years of those that I've never knit. And I was like, me too.
Right.
And this one was in Mexico. She wasn't in the conversation, but also her too.
right.
I knew
also
that.
in my library.
And I was like, I will do one with you. You pick that cuff and I'll knit it with you because I have them all. Renee and I bought both years.
Right.
So Trisha came up with, she like sent 2 designs and I was like, I don't care. I love them. I do love them all. I love them both. Pick one. So we picked March of the first year. That's not it.
How does it? So like in my library though,
Yeah, it's
like I have the base pattern, the guide, August bonus, September, October.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll explain what you have to do.
Okay.
You have to, if you're using that Ravid app, you have to get out of there, go to the Real Ravelry, find the pattern, and it'll say like, click to update the pattern or something. It needs a little update, and then it'll pull them all up. And then they'll all be in your app.
Okay.
I had to do that too. It took a minute.
Okay.
I don't want them to see the chart because that's cheating. This is what we decided to do. This cute little half a flower. So cute. Mm-hmm. So Trisha's going to do it. She's not in Sock Squad, but she's just going to
buddy knit with us.
She like dyes her own yarn. She'll just, I'm sure she has
Right.
plenty.
Right.
And we're going to buddy knit flower socks in April.
Yay!
Isn't that exciting?
It is.
But it's not yet April as we're filming, so
Right.
I don't have anything done.
And what I want to do is go home and figure out, looking in my, because what we have is leftovers from other months. And also, Rachel and I have been ordering
We have the minis.
the contrasting minis.
So this was February.
Okay.
We just got in
Hold
March.
that one up. Sorry for the crinkling.
So we have those. And then we have the leftovers from past months. We have this color. Mm-hmm. We have that brown color that I used.
Actually, that is pretty.
And we have the blue color. Ooh,
Oh,
that's pretty.
I think this. So what I was thinking was pulling in this.
Yeah, but this is pretty.
I think that's prettier.
Yeah.
They're both pretty, but I like that.
Yeah, that's nice. This was January's mini. This was February's mini.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah. So we'll see what colors or like what variations we all come up with, but we're going to do the same pattern.
Yeah, same pattern. This is really...
Do you guys want to buddy knit with us?
Oh, knit flower socks in April. April showers bring me
my flower month.
April
Sock
flowers.
Squad brings May finished flower socks.
We'll workshop that too.
April buddy knits bring May flower socks.
That doesn't rhyme.
April. We'll brainstorm that and come back to you. Trisha and Casey are cringing on the other side of that right now too.
Stop talking.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What else have you gotten?
I also got in the first quarter of my Woolens and Osh quarterly
Let's see if that's available yet.
sock club, which is shipped quarterly.
Woolens and Nosh sock club.
So this base is incredible. This is a 90% superwash Targhee, 10% nylon, and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that I am. She gives you a 30-gram mini.
Oh, really?
I think so. So here is...
It's called Yarn Club. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yarn
Sunday brunch at the Breakfast Club.
Club. Oh, that's a fun name.
It is.
Shop.
Maybe. Can you just hit shop again?
No, I don't know.
Anyhow, here it is. Now, I have to tell you,
This is pretty.
this doesn't mean anything to me. I don't understand at all what this is going to look like when it knits up. Mm-hmm. And I remember feeling the same way when we got the Advent. I looked in the bag and I was like, that looks ugly.
Her December, like,
Yeah, where every stripe is a different color, because I can't see it. I have no idea if these stripes are all the same size.
right.
I don't think anyone would know, but I really would love someone to knit it up so I can tell, because I talked about maybe knitting these for my husband. But if it's really pretty when it knits up, I don't want to give them to him.
Oh, yeah. So you need to know.
I need to know what it's going to look like, because his foot circumference around is 10 inches. He has a very wide foot. So I cannot just start knitting a sock and it'll kind of fit either of us.
I was trying to see if
No,
anybody
I know.
had.
No, they haven't.
Dang.
So this is the first installment. You'll get 4 total. Feel that.
Oh, that's the first one?
Yeah.
That's fun.
That base nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Targhee's nice.
It is nice. Yeah. I think those could be really pretty.
I know. I
But
showed
also,
it to
I can't.
I know. What's it going to look like?
envision that.
I don't know either. I showed it to him and I said, what do you think about that? And he said, oh, that looks nice. And I was like, darn. He doesn't care at all. If I knit those for myself, he would never say boo about it.
What color's this?
That's blue.
Is it blue?
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
It is.
I can't tell when it's backlit if it's
It's
blue
like
or
a
purple.
grayish blue. No, it's
Yeah,
blue.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Yes. So that was my other acquisition.
Cool.
Yeah.
What else? What else you have?
I don't think I have anything.
Can you believe I passed out on an airplane
Unfortunately.
without my family even knowing that anything was going
That
on?
part is crazy.
Because I think
So the front, I will say. When I was younger, do you remember I passed out kind of often,
yeah.
and it would always be if I were already compromised somehow and then something happened. So I'm already a little sick and then I cut my finger once. Boom, down. When normally cutting my finger wouldn't do it. I'm already very tired and then, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm sick and then mom makes me hold the cat with the gaping wound. But it was always a combination of two things and I would hitting the floor.
Yeah.
So it could have just been that you were tired and then you cut off circulation to half of your body
And then when it was trying to re-get circulation,
and
my brain was like, wait a minute, I don't have enough
blood.
blood.
A little bit physically stressful because you're under pressure, you don't realize, and you're flying
Dehydrating
through the air and very fast.
It was so immediate and urgent. It wasn't even like,
But also it could have been
weird?
like the pain reaction of that like pins and needles feeling, plus being tired
didn't feel
and
that.
in an airplane.
I didn't feel that part. Like I didn't,
How did you know your leg was numb?
because it was numb. I couldn't feel it. And then I was just sitting very still as it filled back up with, I bet
it was the combo put you out.
my whole leg was taking the blood supply. My brain was like, well, that's not going to work. Mayday, mayday, shut down immediately, evacuate.
Oh, jeez.
That's a first for me. I don't think
Okay.
I've ever been the medical event on a plane.
No, I don't think you have.
And then when we were waiting for our baggage, people were coming up and being like, how are you feeling? Are you okay? We were the row in front of you. We felt so bad. I'm fine.
I'm good just walking down the terminal under my own.
But also, why don't I feel like, I don't know if it's like, I don't want to be the girl who cried wolf. Like, I don't know. Why wasn't I telling anyone?
What would you cry wolf about?
Hey,
Being
I
nauseous?
think I might be sick.
Yes, say that.
Okay. Well, I couldn't. I really couldn't. I was convinced at any step I was going to puke. Like, I didn't want to open mouth.
I think you probably even could have signaled to that flight attendant. I bet there's flight attendants out there, and I bet they would tell you that they would understand what. Anything!
How about this?
Anything leading up to that.
I'm so curious. I need to know exactly what happened, right? Why am I laying across 3 streets with 3 seats with my feet out hanging over the armrest into the aisle? How did I get there? You know? Because she said that I kind of like felt that I wish it was recorded. I need to see what happened, and I need to see how long exactly I was out for. One person said 5 minutes, one person said 30 seconds. And you know when you're stressed,
eyewitnesses.
and you know when you're stressed, you don't know how much time is moving.
Right. I would trust the flight attendants they're like trained. They're like medical personnel.
Oh yeah, no, they were on it.
Yeah. I would trust them. Whoever that lady's screaming, she don't know.
Do you know what Howie said to me? He said, "Okay, Messica Simpson."
Jessica Simpson.
If you had to have a medical event with a flight crew, that was the one to do it with.
Great.
The head flight attendant was, when she got on the speaker, like doing all the things, she was like making the entire plane laugh.
Oh, that's
like they were a
nice.
good crew.
Yeah. They're gonna see you coming next time and be like, "I'm not in the back. I don't want any of that."
Give that girl a puke bag
the
so that she
oxygen
just
ready.
stays in that seat and passes out.
Also, if you'd have passed out on Dad, I bet he'd have done nothing. He'd have just thought you fell back asleep.
I know. My dad, whom I was with, again, another scenario when I was woken up and got out of bed really quickly, but I was running on adrenaline. When Rachel had her accident, within the same week, my husband...
I think we've told this story.
Okay. He hit his head and needed my help, but I was dead asleep. So I woke up really quickly, but I think the only thing that kept me from passing out was the adrenaline dump surging through my body. As soon as he was taken away in an ambulance and I knew that he was being cared for, I was holding a baby, my oldest baby at the time, and my father was there because he came from your house to help us. And I said, "Dad, I think I'm going to pass out. Take the baby. Dad, I think I'm going to pass out." And then sitting down, I woke up to, Nay, drink this. And I was like,
Did I pass out?
also, why aren't you holding the baby?
Were you still holding the baby?
Yes.
You got it.
I did. I did.
Oh my gosh.
I think you were on the phone at that point because you were like, don't just give her orange juice. Give her something like that will stabilize her blood. Was that you?
Probably, but I was still drugged then. I was still on a lot of pain meds. We were a mess.
Yes. My dad's poor anxiety levels had to have been through the roof.
It's probably like, can anyone in my life just keep it together?
Mom was keeping it together.
Mom, that's true. Ooh, May's gonna be pretty.
You have to show them.
Do you guys want to see what's coming up? There's good months coming up.
I'm really excited for September.
The only thing is, I just have personal color preferences. Everybody does, right? But May looks like green. Mm-hmm. Close your eyes if you don't want to see it. I don't know. It's not a surprise to anyone. Everyone has this book, right?
Not everyone has that book.
No?
Mm-mm. Ooh. Ah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited to have a sock drawer full of...
I don't think I realized that we were getting a grayscale month.
Aren't you so... I'm so excited for ours. I want one wooden box holding my only Farmer's Daughter Fiber Sock Squad.
Gorgeous.
It'll be so much fun.
It'll be gorgeous. Hey, I packed up all my winter knits, including my socks, while you were gone.
Okay.
I put them in that cedar chest right there.
Whose is that?
Mine.
Whose chest is that?
It's mine.
Who did it come from?
Mom. I think that came from Grandma's house.
Which one?
Her mom.
Because I have the other grandmas.
I think that's where that came from.
But I think the other grandma had another one. I think there should be one more. Hopefully our other sister has it.
I have a metal chest.
No.
Okay, so that cedar chest fits those 2 IKEA bags perfectly, side by side and too high.
Great.
It was perfect.
That's awesome. Does it still smell like cedar in there, or do you want to put some planks in?
It smells like cedar in there.
Okay.
Plus, they're zipped up in the bags.
Yeah.
So they're protected.
Yeah.
So when it's the season to wear them, like in the winter, I put those bags in my underbed drawers. Mm-hmm. And so you might have missed this too because you were in Mexico. So I had to pull the drawer out, and then I was carrying the bags, putting them in here, like making everything nice and flat. And I wanted to make sure that at the top were things that I would want access to, like the socks, so that I can like keep filling up my little bins of socks. So I like walk back into my room and I see a tail disappear under the bed. I'm like, the cat's under the bed.
Is that not okay?
No, because once the drawer goes in, they're trapped under there. Oh. And that's happened before. I've been laying in bed and heard meow. So now I have to pull the drawer all the way out. There's like a gap this big and she got through there. I pulled the drawer all the way out and I'm like on my stomach. I'm like, hey, get in here. And do you know what happened? The other cat ran in there. Now there's 2 cats just living their best lives under there. There's
cozy.
There's 4 drawers, 2 on this side and 2 on that side, but there's space in the middle. Like they don't go the whole depth of the bed. They're like tucked up in there. I'm like, get out here. I can see your eyeballs. Get out here. I'm like screaming like crazy person at the cats. So I had to literally turn the lights off, pretend like I wasn't there, hide. And then when they jumped out, I had to slam the drawer shut. It took like 20 minutes to get those stupid cats out. Oh.
Hey, tell them where we will be next.
Next we will be...
May 1st.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, May 1st. On May 1st, we'll be at Yarncentrick.
Yes.
From 9 to 1. We're having a meet and greet, and we're wearing our Springcentrick and maybe our rufflers and maybe a hand sewn or a me made sewn. What are we calling it? Not handmade. Handmade?
It's me made. Handmade.
Anyhow,
me made.
Maybe something on the bottom
people call it me made.
Like me?
Right.
Like I made it?
Right.
Me? Okay. Maybe.
Me made outfit. Hey,
Maybe.
I have a shortcut for myself. If I don't get to the sewing of the bottoms, I'll just wear a previously sewn pair of bottoms.
That is a shortcut. My shortcut is going to be to just wear something that I already own. But listen, do you know where we're really going to be next? We're going to go to sheep shearing in 2 weeks.
Yes. That's so exciting.
It is. I panicked a little bit.
You know,
I panicked a little bit and I was like, what is it? Did we miss it? But we didn't miss it.
When you're out, when you're on vacation mode, normally in normal life, I'll wake up and like check the calendar.
Right.
Is there a birthday? What plans do we have?
Right.
Who has a 2-hour delay?
What's coming up?
Right. What parties? What sports practices? We got home and I forgot about the orientation thing. Then I saw a mom at that orientation and I was like, oh, we won't see you until blah, blah, blah. And she was like, but you're coming to my daughter's birthday party. And I was like, yes, we are.
When is that?
When is that? Had to find that in my calendar. My husband was planning on us taking the children, most of the children, while he takes my oldest to a sports practice tonight. Come to find out, walking in within the same 2 minutes of that conversation, that practice had been canceled. We were like, we're all out of sorts. So when you said we're going to shearing, I was like, are we doing it? I know that we are doing that. I just don't know
coming up.
when. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
Me too.
Are we coming home with a fleece?
Maybe.
Can we buy one?
Have we processed the first half of a fleece?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at part of it.
You are looking at part. And you know what? Fail. This is a fail.
Wait.
No. I want to say it. We should have been picking that fleece this whole time. I was like, that's what we should do when we record. We can just sit here.
Yeah, let's
No
do
one
that.
would care.
Where is it?
Well, it's downstairs.
Who's gonna care? They're not gonna care.
Right.
We're doing fiber stuff.
We could have had it.
We could have had it picked. That was a good idea.
It's a good idea, but I didn't follow
Past
through.
Rachel really failed. Present Rachel.
Yeah. Well,
Next time.
Past Rachel teed it up. And then a little bit more in the future, past Rachel whiffed.
What's happening here? I fell asleep with wet hair again. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Me too. Who is she? What? There.
Oh, she's good.
Tell them about the Springcentrick make-along. What are we making?
We're making
From now? From when until when?
from, what was it, March 1st? From in the past until in the future.
March 1st to May 1st.
March 1st to May 1st. May 1st is the day of Yarncentrick. But you don't have to come to Yarncentrick to knit along with us.
No.
But you could wear it on May 1st with us if you wanted.
Yes.
So you
to
can make...
Springcentrick or wherever else in the world you
We
are.
are knitting, Renee and I are knitting spring things because that's the season we're going into. We don't really care what you knit. But it is springy.
Actually, that's a fair point
maybe
for people in the southern hemisphere.
Right.
Right. They
Or
could be
maybe-
going in fall.
They could be. Or maybe they live somewhere where it's hot already.
Yeah.
Who cares? Knit whatever you want. We're having a knit along.
Sew whatever you want. Weave whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
We were inspired for us.
You make something and tell us about it.
Yes. Where were they going to
That's-
tell us about it?
Ravelry.
Yes.
There's 2 threads. For some reason, this really does matter to me. Please only put your finished objects in the finished objects thread because I want to just randomly pick a number and then just go to that number. I don't want to have to cancel out everyone's chatter. So there's a chatter thread. You can talk about anything you want that's nice. And then there's FO thread. You post your FOs in there.
What Rachel's talking about for the numbers is that at the end, we're going to do a little giveaway.
Yeah.
Just for a fun,
Just
thanks
for fun.
for participating. And we use a number generator. So however many entries we have in that finished object thread, we'll put one through that number in and we'll let the generator select the winner. And then we'll go to that entry.
Yes.
And that Ravelry group is called Table 10 Knitting Podcast Regulars. So you can find us there.
Okay.
There's some other fun threads in there too, if you're bored and want to
Hang
hang
with us.
out.
Is that it? Is that
You
all?
can, no, they can't knit a ruffle edit because that will be over.
Yeah, that'll be over.
Dang. But you can come, if you're coming to Yarncentrick, you can come squish hours and check out Trisha's yarn.
Yep.
Is that all we have to? Oh,
No,
yeah.
talk about the fundraiser?
Yeah.
Okay, we are also still hosting a fundraiser for Amy and Melinda from Ross Farms. They lost their barn and most of their flock at the beginning of February. And they are trying to rebuild the barn, rebuild the flock. We had some friends reach out and donate a bunch of things. and ask us if we would put together a raffle, which we have, and it is really doing very well. So thank you to everybody that's participated.
It's very heartwarming.
Yes,
to
it
see.
makes us very happy, and we're so excited. We haven't said anything because we want to surprise Amy and Melinda with what it raises. So we don't want to spoil the surprise. So you're all going to find out after they find out, but it is successful, and we're very happy about it.
It's only available for the United States because Rachel and I are
We don't know how to ship
we're
internationally.
new at everything. And I was like, I don't really want to. Yeah, we're afraid that if we try to ship internationally, we don't know how to insure it so that somebody will actually get it.
Right.
And with like shipping tariffs
we don't
and
know how to
all
do
of
that.
that stuff. So that is available to the US. If you still want to contribute, there's a donation only option at the site.
Yeah, but
just-
also there's a lot of ways to donate.
GoFundMe.
They should all be in the description still
Yeah.
from previous weeks. But just a huge thank you to everyone that helped put it together, to everyone that donated the things, and then for everyone that made a donation to support it. Oh, sorry. On the website, which is linked below. Huge thank you.
Yeah.
We're really appreciative.
Yeah. I can put the artwork up in this one, 227. I'll put the artwork up of the prizes. I'll just pop them into the screen. Actually, put your head closer. We'll split screen it. So here is the blue prize. Here's the purple prize. And here is the black prize. Those are the three options.
Excellent.
Yeah,
All right. I think that's all. Is that all?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to go to Costco.
Gotta go to Costco now.
We're going to go pick up the kids from my husband, who has been watching all four so that we could record today. Our kids are on spring break.
He said when he picked up all four kids, he was like, "Are they off the Monday after Easter too?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay." We do it all again in a week.
Mom would come help. We just have to ask her.
Yeah, not this week because she just got home from vacation.
Right.
But normally.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go refill my house with groceries and maybe get some dinner while we're out there with
That
the kiddos.
sounds great.
Yeah. What do you have
I
anything?
already cooked. I cooked lunch. That's it. That's enough.
That was their one eating opportunity?
No,
Within the
they can
house.
eat whatever they want, but I'm not making another whole meal. I made spaghetti with meat sauce and garlic toast and salad. Like, that's the meal I cooked today. So you can eat that again, or we'll make sandwiches. But, like, I'm not preparing another meal.
Yeah, I get
That's
that.
it.
Right.
That was the meal that I prepared.
Hey, there is a content creator. What is her? Baked by Melissa. She is on Instagram and TikTok and probably other places. But she makes a few things. She makes a lot of things, but a few of her recipes have become like staples in my home. And one that she made, she said, this is lettuce that is salad's answer to watermelon. As refreshing as watermelon is, this lettuce is refreshing as that. And she like tells you the recipe as she makes it online, and she talks really fast. However, that refreshing lettuce I've been using as a base for salad, and it gives the same vibes as our family's Lebanese salad.
Oh, I love that.
So it's like a capful of vinegar. I use rice vinegar because that's what I have in my pantry. Half a lemon, a whole like clove of fresh garlic, or
Okay.
two, depending on how much you like garlic. Half a lemon, extra virgin olive oil.
This sounds like all the dressings. This is like
Right.
her base
Right.
to every dressing.
Right. Salt and pepper, but that's all. And you mix that up, and then I chop up my lettuce, but then I put all of my other salad ingredients in that. And because we are Lebanese, I have dried mint from the garden in my spice cabinet.
Yeah.
So I take the dried mint leaves and I like crumble it over that, and it gives like Lebanese
Yeah.
club vibes.
Yeah.
It's so
Sounds
good.
delicious.
That's what I've been eating on repeat. In
It
my
is a
house.
shame, though, that you can't scoop it up with the bread.
I did today.
What bread? Do you have gluten-free pita bread?
Yes. It's very expensive and it's hard to source. Only one store that I know of in our area carries it, but I usually have 2 packs of that.
Yeah.
So today,
Because that is what makes it so
I know.
good. Like, scoop it up.
that's the salad that my husband was cooking me chicken for yesterday.
Yeah.
But he also did it again for me today. He cooked me chicken, and I had that salad for breakfast. And I scoop it up with pita bread. It's not as good as
Right.
full gluten, but at least I get
better
that.
than nothing.
And baba ganoush and like Lebanese hot sauce.
Yum.
So good.
Yeah.
That's good. So we'll have to buy more lettuce at Costco.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
We'll see you next week, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, officially happy spring.
Oh, happy spring.
Here, does it happen where we live? The first day of spring happens March 20th.
What happens on the spring solstice? Is that the same everywhere?
I don't think for Southern.
Would
Is
that
it
be the
still
winter
spring for them?
solstice for them?
Is it still spring, but spring has fall weather?
No, I don't know.
I don't either.
I even have family in New Zealand, and I don't know the answer to this. I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Oh, where can they find us?
Here on YouTube, 8 a.m. on Thursdays. TikTok, Ravelry, Instagram, Renee at Table 10, Rachel at Table 10. Only on Instagram, Table 10 Podcast. Also, Tabletenpod@gmail.com. Also, tell your friends and say hi to Howie's mom. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Hey, Howie's mom. Also, subscribe, please.
Yeah.
And like.
And leave a
And
comment.
leave a comment. And
If you're participating in the Springcentrick Make-Along, there's a hashtag. I'll put the information, we'll probably put it below, or it's
Sure.
in the Ravelry group. Tag us on social media because I've really been enjoying watching what people are making
yes.
for the Make-Along.
And if you have that cuff club, think about a flower sock.
It is Cuff Club Volume 1.
March.
March's cuff
Yeah.
pattern
I don't know.
by Summerlin Designs.
I honestly have no idea if you can buy that now retroactively or not.
I think you can buy Cuff Club and you get all of them.
From last year?
I think so.
Or this year?
Volume. You
Oh,
would just do
okay.
Cuff Club. Because when I searched it, it said Cuff Club Volume 1 in library.
So, but you think if it wasn't in library?
Well, it
you
has
could
a
just-
price,
Oh.
$14.99. So I think, what?
Well, that's a lot for one pattern, but maybe you want them
That's
all.
fair.
Anyhow, whatever. I don't know. I'm out of practice.
Anyhow, whatever. That is a lot for one pattern.
Yeah.
But,
For this much.
okay.
They're
about
nice,
Knit
though.
any sock cuff.
How
with
about,
us?
listen, they're knitters. That's why they're here.
Okay.
They'll knit,
Okay.
whether we tell them to or not.
Okay.
Okay. So knit. Say goodbye. It's off the rails.
Love you. Bye.